Hey,
And
welcome to
we're
the Bit
fucking
Podcast.
back. Oh,
No, it's part of the bit that you like that? You see what and now it looks like we messed up, but this was intentional for me and you're aware of it. This is actually your whole life is a fucking lie, audio listener. Welcome to the Truman Show.
welcome to the fucking second intro, baby. Welcome to the bit.
Yeah, so what happened there was that the Zionists in control of the website have actually cut our feed. We are back. I am a war correspondent. Anyway, the point that I was trying to make.
Missiles are whizzing past.
That's right. Now, what I was trying to say
Jesus
before
Christ.
those in control of the weather.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I mean the Illuminati, by the way, not Jewish people, the Illuminati.
Jesus Christ.
I realize that's a common conspiracy theory. I wanted to clarify that I'm not being racist. I'm being elitist.
Wow, Beau, I really can't believe you're dog whistling on your podcast right now.
Well. Yeah, see, even chat's like, ooh, I was about to jump off board, but the Illuminati, I can get behind that. That's the thing I meant, was the Illuminati. Beyonce. Now, here's the thing.
It is funny. Owl is on the edge of almost getting off every time, then we pull him back in. You know what I mean? We take it there, and then we pull him back.
Yeah. That's an art that I learned watching a lot of stand-up comedy. Was create the tension, relieve the tension, create the tension, relieve the tension. And sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. But you know what? You have to have the strength to try something and just be willing to bomb. Otherwise, you're not going to try anything.
I'm getting our producer is letting me know that Israel has paid for the removal of the first part of the podcast.
I thought I broke up with our producer in July. This is crazy.
The new producer.
Oh, new producer. Got it. Death, welcome in. What's up, homie? How are you? Which guy? What? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess to audio listeners, that sounds like I'm just inviting Death. I mean, our homie Death in chat. But the point is,
yeah, I was watching a homie stream, a raid game.
Yeah. And they were playing the Riot fighting game 2XKO.
Riot fighting game. I don't know what.
Yeah, there's a League of Legends fighting game. It's free to play.
Oh, I thought like a genre. Like, what is? I'm in my head.
I'm
like,
a Riot fighter.
Riot fighting?
No. Riot.
What company. Is a Riot fighter?
No,
but
yes, no.
Yeah. They're playing the Riot game in production right now. The fighter game, sure.
Yes, okay. 2XKO, and they said a thing that I had to really bite my tongue on because I didn't want to fuck up the vibe and talk shit. And I also didn't want to be that guy that pushes up my glasses like, well, actually, you know what I mean? However, comma, they said the streamer friend was like, oh, what's 2XKO? How's that? And they're like, oh, it's like Street Fighter with League characters. And the way that I wanted to punch them in the fucking neck for saying that, it was so annoying to me. Because casuals getting into a space and saying that makes me annoyed. And it's like we were talking about off pod just a moment ago, people comparing Blue Protocol to Genshin for no reason basically, despite the fact that they have zero similarity of any kind.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's that wrong. Like, they're both fighting games, I guess. However, I mean, bread and cake are both like flour, water, eggs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like Street Fighter has nothing to do. It's not similar at all. It mechanically or even visually, other than the fact that the camera is locked to the side and it's a fighting game, there is no similarity. It's crazy how wrong that is.
Yeah. And I kind of feel the same way when people talk about Blue Protocol like that. They're like, how's this Genshin clone going? It's like, not really a Genshin clone, but okay.
Yeah, it's such a weird self-report. It kind of reminds me of when Genshin came out and everyone called it Breath of the Waifu because it was like that Zelda game Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
but they're really not similar.
Well, I think people said that because, well, I'm not saying they're right.
No,
but they saw the stamina meter and they instantly said that, and I never really
you climb on rocks and stuff.
Like, boiling Breath of the Wild down to the stamina meter, I think, is diabolical for both
Yeah.
Genshin and Breath of the Wild in general. Now, you
Yeah.
could say something about like the world kind of looking the same, but also no. Like,
Also, no.
I
Different
don't
graphic style.
also don't even agree with that either.
Yeah.
Um, and by the
Correct.
way, for everything we say, like I will say about Genshin's like gotcha and all that, their world isn't as dead as Breath of the Wild either. So like,
God, I know that's right.
what are we even fucking comparing at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more. You're
Yeah.
welcome. And what's up, homie? How are you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're welcome.
I couldn't agree more. There's literally nothing. There's no. It's frustrating to me because I wish we gate kept more. Like, I wish we gate kept a
Yeah.
lot of things way more effectively, because I
Yeah.
would rather have gaming be an obscure hobby that isn't polluted with whatever the fuck these people are than have it be a mainstream hobby where I have to deal with these people. I get
Yeah,
that that's a
you
selfish
and
take and it's bad for business, but also I mean that
yeah,
shit with my chest. It drives
yeah.
me insane. And it's not
I
even
feel
like,
you.
oh, well, let people enjoy stuff, because like letting them enjoy it actually ruins the development of future titles. They're literally just like ruining gaming openly. Like, letting people enjoy stuff is actively letting me not enjoy stuff anymore. So I'm gonna selfishly say no, fuck you. Like, keep the shit good instead. It's crazy.
Well, notoriously, and that's why I like doing high end content in games like WoW and other MMOs, because that is the gate for normies.
Yeah,
Like
keep the normies out.
whenever,
Yeah, true.
like it's really funny. It is almost like how in the real world, you know, you and I are sitting in the real world right now. Um, conversations that like people who have money are having are very different than like the conversations poor people are having, right?
That's true. We
And
are the economically speaking, we're normies.
in games with a content roadblock like that, the conversations mythic players are having are very different than like the conversations the AOTC guilds and the normal guilds and the LFR people are complaining about. Like, it's very different, and for them every change is like an apocalypse, and for us it's just like, okay, whatever, like we'll figure it out, like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, I see that and I kind of agree, and that's why I kind of try to block myself from like those like people, because like you, me and Skate and like everyone else in like movie night or whatever, we've talked about how like WoW right now is changing from having so many add-ons to like integrating a lot of add-ons into the game, and a lot of people are like, oh fuck, I can't play this game anymore, this game is ass. It's like, you'll be okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Sure. There is an element of that for sure. It's, man, I don't, and there's no good way to like look someone in the eye and say you shouldn't be part of this community or hobby because you're too stupid or casual. That's not a nice thing to say. That's not good.
well
That's a bad
well
thing to say, actually. But the good thing would be, hey, if you want to be in this community and part of like, learning what this hobby's about, maybe quit being a lazy fucking cunt.
yeah, and I
Maybe
guess
like
let
learn
me
stuff
and I
instead.
guess let me reiterate, I'm not saying that people who don't do high-end content or anything are like shitters or anything, but there's a disparity between what will shake them versus what will shake,
Oh,
like,
well, yes.
you
Yeah, I'm
know,
not saying everyone has
the
to be a
higher end.
Masters 5 or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
no one has to like get to like,
I
Grandmaster
just
tier to
I
enjoy
just
League or Street Fighter
reiterate
or whatever.
because I know that that comparison kind of sounds like I'm saying like fuck the people who aren't doing high end content. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that like in general, the people who cry for change the loudest are the people who aren't doing the content but want the same rewards as the content the people who are putting time and effort into like learning the mechanics for things are doing. And that ruins gaming in my opinion.
Well,
Because
sure.
if everyone if we're working on, let's say, because okay, so we killed hunters last night, which is the boss I was telling you about, how like we had a point like 1% wipe on it, less than like 100,000 health, and we walked in within like 30 minutes, it was dead last night. And we're now working on a boss that's like 10 times harder than that boss. And then Dimensius, the last boss, will be 10 times harder than the boss we're fighting now. If we killed Dimensius and a month later Blizzard is like, hey, this mount you get from Mythic Dimensius, we've recolored it and everyone can have it, would make doing everything we did to get the title and the achievement and the mount for that useless. It would be like, then what's the fucking point?
Well, the color though.
No, fuck them. You know what I mean? Because usually the mount is a unique frame. Usually it is like a unique frame that later on expansions down the road they'll recolor and do stuff, but it has its moment to shine. You know what I mean?
Imagine, yeah, the recolor looks even cooler than the original one. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and you're like, well, then what the fuck am I doing, right? So I just think that in general, it's like, come on, guys, like, what are we doing? You know?
Sure. Yeah,
so
my greater point is just that people should learn vernacular. They should learn like terms. They should learn like the different. Like if someone told me that like we're playing Borderlands, obviously recent. We've been playing Borderlands 4 recently. If someone was like, "Oh, you guys play Borderlands? Yo, I love shooters. I used to play a lot of Quake." I'd be like, "Yeah, not the same. Yeah, that's not the same thing. Yeah. That's not. There's just no overlap. It doesn't exist. Yeah, that's now, a different fucking thing."
If someone talks about Blue Protocol's gotcha system versus Genshin, okay, fine, that's like an even playing field. But if someone's comparing, if someone's comparing Blue Protocol to Genshin, gameplay wise, you've missed the complete mark on what the game is. It's an MMO, so you should be comparing it to WoW, Final Fantasy. If anyone still plays fucking Guild Wars, steal them out. But like those are the MMOs you should be comparing it to, not Genshin, because Genshin is not an MMO. Like I'm not gonna play.
Yeah, no.
I'm not gonna play City Skylines and compare it to fucking Borderlands 4. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, these games are so similar. Like, huh? What are we doing?
even then, like mechanically, right? Yeah. Like Genshin Impact is totally like different. And a game about making a team of characters whose elements react in a particular way so that you can maximize the efficiency of your homies.
Yeah.
And there's no reactions in this. There's no team building in this. They're mechanically dissimilar. So it's like we don't have to build a bar for our super ability. We don't have. There's like there's zero overlap.
No, it is an MMO, and just by nature, it is. I think the best comparison could probably be like Final Fantasy 14, with how you can be like every class on one character. It's very less about having multiple characters, more about having one character that has everything, and that's kind of how the game feels like it's balanced around. So in the game, it even gives you the mechanic to get a new class, so it's built into the game that they want you to have one character.
Yeah, I just unlocked the last one. I now have all the classes open.
Nice.
I was schmoovin'. I was cooking.
I don't think if there's not a reason to do that for me, I'm probably not doing it. You know what I mean? I'm just I talk about this a lot here and then just with everybody. I have a particular play style I like. I don't feel the need to change. I've been playing Hunter and WoW since vanilla.
I don't feel the need to change is so funny.
Yeah, no, like I'm pumping damage now. I'm like in there for real. I'm doing like my auto attack is doing almost like 10,000 like a hit when it's charged. Like I'm in there fucking pumping for real. My dogs are just insane. I think I have like 55 or almost close to 60 points now in my tree. I'm like blasting for real. So
what is GCD?
A global
from
cooldown.
FF14. Oh.
Every game has like a GCD time. Some abilities are off the GCD. When someone's talking about something's off the GCD, off the global cooldown.
I see. So 14 has a mechanic where like you press one button. and then like everything goes on cooldown for a second.
Yeah, so this game has that. There's no Al, there's no like spell queuing or anything. It's you press a button, the button happens, you press another button. You're not like spell
Yeah.
queuing like in WoW or well, Final Fantasy doesn't have great spell queuing either, but yeah, there's no like queuing up the next spell. Cuz I don't know if you know this, but in WoW, if you spam buttons, you can spell queue like one spell, like it'll advance.
I see. So like, I see. So you can like can like have a whole combo ready to go like pre-input, and then it'll just
not a whole combo, like one like spell queuing, like one ability, but you can. It just allows for faster APM.
I see.
APS rather. Actions.
Oh, a second instead of minute. Yeah.
But I mean APM, I guess for.
Well, I'm imagining there's no raids that are less than a minute. So
no.
APM is still fine, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so in Blue Protocol, it's very much there is a, I wouldn't say egregious GCD, but it is there, and for good reason. It is a very like spammy game. They want you to be firing spells very fast, at least in the damage sense. From what I've seen with Mage and Hunter or Marksman, it's a very like they want you just blasting stuff like off cooldown every time. And so there is like I would say like a 2 to 2 second GCD, like kind of keeping you from doing crazy stuff.
That's so interesting because I haven't noticed a global cooldown of any kind. Like when I hear that, I think of like Sona from League of Legends, where like when you press her Q, everything goes like her WE are unavailable for 2 seconds after. Like they actually physically have like a little cooldown counter.
Yeah, like I can't cast 2 spells at the same time with my marksman. Like
no, certainly not. But there's like as soon as the animation's done, you can just do the next one.
Yeah, but
like
there's that 1 second.
Yeah.
There's that like 1.5 second delay. Like that's the GCD, right?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, definitely no animation canceling in this. You can't like, press all the buttons at the same time.
Yeah, there are spells like my the shadow it's a an ability I can spam. It has charges. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like lightning shot or something. That is off the GCD. I can spam that and it's refreshing, divorced of how everything is refreshing. So I can spam 5 spam. Like that's fine. But other spells, there are spells on a GCD that are like I can't just like rapid fire every spell I have and then spam, you know what I mean? There is a GCD locked to those, but I can, while the GCD is like on that 1.5 second cooldown or whatever, I can spam the like lightning shot, which is divorced from my auto attack. Does that make sense? I have to like show you, but
sure.
Like there are spells that aren't on a GCD. You know what I mean? That can be pressed together.
Oh, that's
because like while like I can use my imagines and then still be in between each imagine spamming 2. You know what I mean? But I can't spam my dogs and the imagines and 2 at the same time. I have to like dogs 1 second 1.5 imagine 1 second 1.5 imagine 2. You know what I mean? Like those are on a GCD.
Yeah, your character definitely is like locked into an animation until it completes, and then
so the animation is the GCD. They're kind of like tricking your brain because like WoW doesn't have like your ultimate does a cutscene that's kind of hiding the GCD. It's kind of like veiling. That's your 1 second 1.5. Like you know what I mean? So it's like WoW doesn't have that. But I have a GCD that I can feel that feels terrible sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your little ball thing.
Yeah. And then there are procs, which then ignore the GCD and refresh faster. And that's your like, oh, I see. I'm building spending to then spend on this proc. You know what I mean? Like it's very...
Sure.
Blue Protocol, I don't think I've seen any proc situations. Like they don't really have like a procking system, at least from what I can see with my class.
Well, there's like crit and luck.
Yeah, but not anything that I've seen that like, because WoW, when something procs, it'll light, like you have certain abilities that have like a like I don't see a crit strike window or like what do we call it? I don't see like the damage amp window of like, oh, the boss is under 20%, you can spam this button now like really like faster. Like in WoW we have like the fucking execute windows that we've talked about before.
Sure.
I don't see Blue Protocol having an execute window. At least maybe I'm not far enough into tree to have my execute window. I don't know if it's built in or not, but I don't see Blue Protocol doing that. But I haven't even seen any like procs or anything on my screen that goes like, oh, this is refreshed and you can spam this now. Like it doesn't really have a mechanic like that.
Yeah, like half the classes have that. Frost Mage does for sure. Shield Knight does have that for sure.
Yeah, maybe I
haven't.
Like
you build up icicle things, and then the more icicles you have, like there's a window where you can just mash on the icicle button and it like comes out infinitely.
But yeah, but that's not like an execute window. I'm talking like boss falls, but it's like 10%.
Bosses, no. Classes,
yeah. Well, the class, that's not an execute window. That's just like that's just like, okay, your attack's empowered. You know what I mean? For a certain time period. That's like fill up the bar, empty the bar. That's not like, right. I'm talking like boss hits 25%. Now we're fucking blasting for real. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like how WoW's built in a way.
Sure.
Some classes don't have execute windows. Some do. But Blue Protocol doesn't seem to do that. It just prefers because like I think all the classes have some type of bar you're building up from what I've seen. DPS wise, I don't know about tanks. I don't play tanks, but because the marksman class has that as well.
I think they all have two resources. There's the bar you fill, and then there's like I have shields that I have to work with as a currency, and then like Frost Mage has like the bar they have to fill up, but then they also have like a number of like icicle crystals underneath that light up.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Stormblade has like little knife things they have to like charge like between doing stuff.
Some type of like a currency they're building up to spend regardless of like mana or stamina type vibes.
Yeah. And then I have stuff that's like when you crit, you get your currency all the way back, so you can start mashing shit for a second.
Yeah.
Frost Mage has one that's like when you have all your icicles, you have like a some odd second window where you can like mash on your icicle drop and then you just spam that shit.
It would be cool to see the game do some type of like damage amp window or some type of execute window for like end of bosses. Just to, I don't know how the raids are, but just to feel like you're really pumping, because I imagine the raids will be a lot more difficult as far as like mechanics go and just like boss health and stuff like that.
I'm imagining they won't be too crazy. But yeah, they'll probably feel the same as like a dungeon boss, but bigger. Like I'm not expecting it to be like a whole different variety of content per se.
They'll probably hit harder. Like you're gonna get wrecked if you don't have a good healer. I imagine. Like you're gonna have to have a healer that knows what they're doing. That is healing actually, and not just damaging. Because like raid is not a dungeon. Like we're doing dungeons. We're doing hard dungeons. We haven't even hit mythic dungeons or whatever the mythic equivalent is. The mayhem or what are they called? Mayhem dungeons or
master
dungeons. So that's not even out yet, right? Or
no,
we just haven't done it.
No, that's coming out in 2 days.
So we'll see how the master dungeons. Did I just
lie? Am I lying right now? That's coming out in 2 days and 11 hours.
Yeah, so we're doing like the heroic equivalent, which is nothing. Even in like other MMOs, like heroic isn't like, it's like fucking bang out that shit, no problem content.
Yeah, so and our gear is kind of a meme right now too.
It'll be interesting to see what the mayhem dungeons or whatever they're called, how those feel, and then it'll be interesting to see how the raid content feels with people who know what they're doing. But I imagine if we decide as a group to do it, there won't be a lot of people like researching we'll probably just go in and figure it out, I imagine. Or maybe some, like, I would imagine you would look up stuff, but
Well, I'll
I
tell
would
you
probably
what.
look up stuff too, but
In addition to raids,
yeah.
tonight, as you know, movie night in Discord. For the audio listeners, you're listening to this 2 days after movie night. Lamau should have been here on Friday, but movie night tonight in Discord. At midnight Pacific tonight, Monster Hunt for the Guild opens in Blue Protocol Star Wezonenz.
Yeah, Star.
So we're
First
starting
Monster
movie night really early by comparison. Not like joining Discord, but we're watching movie really early. And then we're doing Guild night. We're just Guild nighted out on a Friday. So I'm gonna try to pull Olivia in there. Obviously, like UI and Chibi are gonna be in there. I'm gonna try to get Pete in there. Hopefully we can get a whole bunch of the homies together and we can start squadding out Monster Hunter around midnight Pacific. Should you be down?
I could possibly be down. It is late. I mean, midnight Pacific's like 2 a.m., but I figured it out. Can figure it out. Yeah. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I do think a lot of these Eastern MMOs, the Asian MMOs, man, fucking the currency's gotta go. But I know that they're not going to, but I'm just saying that
Currency's gotta go.
I mean,
I
keep
see.
a couple currencies, but man, the bound and unbound shit is so stupid and just.
Well, it's
Man.
bound, unbound money, bound, unbound premium currency, honor points, friendship points, like
Lux
14
tokens,
different of those
meow
like
Lux.
Yeah, right.
Too
yeah,
much.
even if we just like in the store right now, there's the orb store for the bound and unbound orbs, the training center for the bound and unbound Luno. There's the friendship coins, the honor coins, the reputation coins, and then the reclaim store uses reclaim currency, which you get weekly. And then the Meow Lux store uses the Meow Lux tickets from the Wish banner, but it also uses the Meow coins, and then there's Meow whatever the Meow Lux vault cards. And then in addition to Meow Lux vault cards, there's the Meow Lux coin. There are a lot of fucking currencies, yes. There's so many.
Yeah, it's just kind of dumb. I get they want to. I mean, they're a Japanese company, so you have to assume this is just every one of these like Japanese / Korean MMOs that come out. This is kind of what we get, and this is a little better than most of them that I've played in recent memory. Yes.
Yeah.
This one not being a port that because the one I played earlier in the year, I'm failing to remember its name, but that was already out in Japan and Korea a year I think before we got it, so we were getting the accumulation patches, not like release stuff.
That's funny. Sure.
And that's usually how it goes with those Korean and other Japanese MMOs. We get like kind of a watered down kind of like, hey, we fixed everything, so like here's the better version of what air quotes better version of like what the release players got. But really usually it's not the better version, and it's not a good version at all because of just how the currency system's set up.
That's funny.
Just how like the currencies are set up and just the gameplay loop and stuff. This doesn't seem as egregious as like Diablo Immortal, for instance, where all your power is based on like gem gotcha, but also, man, it's just so fucking tough.
Yeah, this has basically no power gotcha. It's cosmetic shit.
You don't have to. Yeah, you can play this game and enjoy this game without ever touching the gotcha system. But the problem that is annoying with this game, they get you with the gear. Now, in WoW, right? You have gear that drops from a boss, and you know the stat it's going to have. Gear in WoW has a static stat. You can roll an extra stat on a piece of gear. It's usually quite rare, but you can roll an extra stat in possibly a gem slot. So gem slots aren't like guaranteed in WoW. But you can possibly roll a gem slot. Yes, random, but like it's not really that needed, right? Like it's not super important. But the idea that in this game, everything on the gears, other than the primary stat, which is either like agility or intellect, is the same. But then you can get the same drop from the boss, and like you can get 10 more primary stat.
What?
And then everything is
What do
fucking.
you mean 10 more primary stat?
So the gear, as I understand, has intellect or agility as your main stat. You have your main stat.
There's 3 main stats. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
But you get different accumulations of that main stat. So
different accumulations. No, the basic attributes of the gear are always the same every time.
So you can get a piece of gear that has agility and endurance on it, and it has like armor. Basically, those are the basic attributes. Your advanced attributes can be different distributions of all of those attributes, which is very dumb and annoying. Because
different
not only are
of all of those attributes.
Yeah, you can get mastery haste. You can get haste. You get mastery haste with mastery being dominant. You can get haste mastery with mastery being or haste being dominant. You can get haste crit. You can get haste luck. You can get all these different versions of this gear.
Oh, I thought you were saying the basic stats could be different. I was like, no, the base are always the same for sure. But,
no, I'm not retarded.
I see.
Yeah. I'm not like I've been playing the game for like more than like 5 minutes, but you can get these different additional abilities to the gear, like plus 1% attack power, plus 1% agility. And so they've added so many RNG variables that it doesn't feel good to get basically a biz statted piece of gear, and then your purple is just ass. And I understand people go, well, the purple's not needed. It's just like an extra bonus. Aha. Yeah, but
that's like your gem slots or whatever sockets and WoW.
Well, you can control your gem slots. But here's the thing. Those gem slots...
in the sense that it's not important.
But it is when you're talking about 1% agility. 1% agility. Like, for instance, a gem slot in WoW isn't adding 1% of anything. It's like maybe like 0.2%. It's nothing crazy. But the stuff I've seen on this gear, 1% added agility to whatever agility I have, that's big. That's kind of like a lot of agility.
1%'s big?
In the scale of power level, yeah. 1% when you're min-maxing is a big deal. Because people are wiping on bosses that are like, it had like 50,000 damage left or health left, you know what I mean? So in the scale of wiping at 50,000, like 0.2%, that 1% probably goes a long way, you know what I mean? So in the theory crafting MMO space, I'm looking at it going, God, that fucking sucks, because I want the good great purple roll. And so the RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG fucking hurts. It is kind of soul crushing in that way. But then you have every slot doing that. Which is then like, okay, dude, like what the fuck are we doing? Which is fine. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I see that, and that's a bit annoying to me. Because like you're gonna want your weapon to be the biz weapon, so you're gonna want your attack speed at 3.5. You're gonna want your whatever your like earring, you're gonna want that 2% attack speed, because that 3.5% plus 2% plus 2% plus 2% plus 2% plus so
there's 11 slots, to be clear.
Yeah. So I'm stacking, if I want 4 pieces that offer together 9% extra attack speed, that adds up pretty quickly. That's pretty insane. Like 9%'s big in the scale of damage. On a damage meter, you're gonna feel 9%. I look at damage meters every day I play WoW. You're going to feel 9%. Tell me. I'm letting you know.
No, I'm not questioning whether or not you're going to notice 9%. I'm wondering whether or not 9% matters.
It matters.
In the sense that, like, the lower meter, the 9% less attack speed meter, probably kills all the content in the game if the player just plays right.
Well, again, all the content in the
So,
game,
like,
we're talking about high-end content. We're doing high-end content. Well, I'm not
yeah,
saying
we
we're
probably
doing.
murdered that if we just don't fuck up. 9%'s not going to change that. We
Well,
just do
we've
it
had
9% faster.
not all the time. Like again,
Because
someone
you
who
were
mythic
solo
raids,
queuing with like trash mobs or whatever.
we're
With like
solo
the
queuing
pugs.
with bots. Yeah, like
Yeah,
people
that
who are
shit clearly
people but
sucked.
bots.
But then,
But
like, when we
I'm
were doing it
saying-
together, it was like not
yeah.
even remotely kind of similar at all.
Well,
It
if
was
you
just-
could imagine, we have 20 people in WoW that know what they're doing in raids, like raid content. And again, we don't know what the raid content in this game looks like. But if they know what they're doing, they're feeding us content that's easy now to bust our cheeks later. You know what I mean? That's what MMOs usually do. Like, it's hard content coming up.
I would imagine it's all going to be pretty free for the first patch. Maybe like a year down the line, it's going to get kind of crazy. Even 6 months down the line.
Again, this could just
Next
be
Monday, I think we're
MMO
okay.
for the normies or whatever. But if we're going into the highest difficulty raids, it's not going to be easy.
Well, no, that's what I'm
Promise you
saying.
that.
The highest difficulty now is the highest difficulty at launch. I don't think like if you were to like go back
No,
to like WoW
they're adding
first
a
patch
difficulty.
ever, it would not be that big a deal.
Well, no, unfortunately, this game has what WoW didn't have back then, which was it's building off of the 20 years of MMOs that have come out before it. You know what I mean? Games have gotten hard.
Sure.
Nothing is as easy as WoW was back then. Like, nothing compares to how easy that was these days.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Even
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
this game is harder than what WoW was back then. Now, MMO gamers were worse back then, and those mechanics were hard for those people back then.
Well, I
But-
believe that immediately.
You know what I mean? But now it's totally different. So what I'm saying is, and we are getting harder difficulty soon, right? We in 4 days or 2 days or whatever. This isn't the easiest difficulty. We are getting another harder.
No.
difficulty.
I'm saying this is all like one patch. Like this whole first patch is like planned out to be such a way that that this first this first patch is like the launch difficulties. Like they were calculating master dungeons on what is available in the first like literally 2 weeks of the game, 3 weeks of the game. So I just can't imagine that
In
we're
a
gonna
game-
like show up and be like, oh wow, this is crazy.
In a game where they want you to put time into rerunning content and re-rolling stats on a bunch of different gear, I imagine it's going to be a little difficult. Now, once we start getting raid gear, yeah, stuff's going to be fucking easy. Your power level goes up, you're fine, right? But I imagine it's
Yeah.
going to be pretty difficult, which
'Cause
is
whatever we're
usually how
doing-
MMOs go.
Yeah, whatever
what
we're
we're
doing
doing
has
now-
to be and master, I mean specifically the like 2 days from now. Whatever that looks like, it's gonna have to be doable with level 40 legendary gear, which is like the shittiest legendary gear. Because we know
Well,
it goes up to level
doable.
80 and then the weapon's like 100.
Doable
So-
and being easy face roll, two different things, right? So that's what I'm saying. It
Sure.
will be doable, yes, but it's not going to be. You're not going to want to pug that content because that's going to be an insane headache. You know what I mean? For the first week or two, which is usually how it always is, right? Like content comes out, people fucking suck at it. People are still sucking at the easy content. The fucking
Well, that's true.
bumpers
Yeah, I was
are
saying
up.
you were having trouble with like that first dungeon or whatever, yeah.
Me not specifically, but the bots I was queued up with, it was like we're drowning in a pool with floaties on. You know what I mean? It was tough.
No. I mean your pre-queue experience was difficult, not the mechanics or whatever. Your pub queue experience was frustrating.
So yeah, I imagine it's gonna be pretty difficult for the first while at least.
Well, I'm
'Cause,
a tank, so I'm just gonna show up.
We
and
messed
have
up.
a lovely time.
We messed up one mechanic yesterday and wiped on a fucking free boss. So again, I expect it to go like that. You know, one person fucks up a mechanic, or we kind of fumble on something, and we'll probably wipe for a little bit. Because we had one out of all the farm we did. I think we farmed that boss like 10 times, 10 or probably more.
Which
but,
one? The laser guy?
The machine guy, yeah, where we wiped
It
on
was
that.
like it was way more than 10 for sure. We did a lot
Yeah.
of that guy.
So like even with that boss being free as fuck, we kind of just bumbled around for one pull and then we wiped on him. So I imagine
Olivia trying to tank the laser the whole time was so funny.
Well, I didn't know
Just-
the mechanic because I remember we did that for like the free easy mode, and I saw that mechanic, but we didn't do it. We ignored it. So I was like,
Yeah, we just
I
like
don't know what
literally
to
skipped
do.
it.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I
Well,
don't know what to do,
no,
so I'm gonna
that's
like watch
fine.
everyone do this. And then we
But
wipe, and I'm
Olivia
like, oh, like what's
specifically,
going on?
the squishiest member of the team, being like, "I'll just eat this 40,000 damage for free with my 35,000 max health." Be like, "Hey, real quick, don't, just don't." I'm like
Yeah, that was
standing
really
at the
funny.
laser, and she runs behind me to tank it. Instead, like, no, chill,
Yeah,
chill, chill. Let me have it. It's okay.
yeah,
It's my job.
yeah. I will
So
say
funny.
the imagine mechanic's kind of cool. That's like a very
Yeah,
Japanese feeling mechanic.
yeah, the little like spirit summoning thing.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I still haven't farmed any of like the good ones I'm supposed to have, but I feel fine right now.
Yeah, the boss drop rate for those is very small.
Yeah.
Tiny,
I
which
imagine
is
a lot of the raid bosses will have some type of timing super dodge mechanic, because you know, like when the mechanic comes out and the glyph has like the bar coming out when it hits the end, that's the perfect dodge time. I feel like it's going to have a lot of that, like you can't move out of it, you have to perfect dodge. It'll probably have a lot of those mechanics, a lot of the fire rack
oh
lines, like don't stand in people's lines kind of, because usually how MMOs go, which is usually true for like all the ones I played, the dungeons are a very good indicator of what you're going to see in the raid. Like it's not going to be one for one, but the dungeon is training you for what's coming. The dungeon's kind of like how the main quest is the training wheels for the dungeons. The dungeons are the training wheels for the for the um for the raid. So
yeah,
from what I've
yeah.
seen, there's going to be a lot of like click button port around. There's going to be a lot of like perfect dodge, can't get out of perfect dodge scenario. They really like the whole trade the debuff around with a timer, so we'll probably get some of those mechanics, I imagine,
Oh
or
my
they'll
god,
just do like a total 360 and do something totally different,
the
which
random
would
hit
be
the
cool too.
tilde button, fucking kill me. A
Yeah,
different button, please.
I actually moved that to my my control my mouse wheel in, because my mouse wheel can pivot. So my mouse wheel in is the thing.
That's tight.
Yeah, so
Like
if we
it
look,
wiggles left, right.
it goes this way,
Oh,
goes that
and
way,
those are
and it
buttons.
goes in. Yeah, it's all, so I have my 12 buttons here.
Yeah, the 12
The
that makes
mouse wheel
sense.
itself is
I've seen a mouse
5
scroll and a
buttons.
mouse click. I've never seen a
Yeah,
mouse left or
so
right. That's
so
cool.
the Naga mouse wheel is like 5 buttons basically. In left, in right, up, down, and in. So
That's cool.
5
Yeah.
macros you can make out of it. Then you have your left and right click, and these two buttons here are usually for
Yeah.
DPI, but I changed them to be like F2, F3 or whatever. They're just usually
Oh,
for
I
MMOs and
see.
stuff. This
Yeah, I
is
was gonna say that's usually a
specifically
DPI for me.
this is specifically for MMOs. So this is like macro heavy. You can, so the cool thing about a lot of
Me trying
MMOs
to
are
move my wheel left.
they don't use numpad. So I can macro my whole numpad to this, and those are extra macros. So you can do numpad control, numpad shift.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
there's like
yeah.
a lot of like for instance, the my 7 button here, my fat finger, my 7 button on the pad
Yeah.
here, that is my mount and unmount button on WoW. So I just remapped it to be my mount and unmount button to the game.
That's tight.
So there's a lot of like my auto run button is Z, so I put that to auto damage. So it's just like there's a lot of things. If you play one MMO, you can really pretty much remap if a game allows it to like anything.
Me
So
hitting Z to see if it does auto run. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Well, no, it doesn't do it off rip. I've set my controls to do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I've
was
like
I
set
didn't
my
even
keybinds.
realize.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was an
yeah.
auto run button. That's crazy.
I've had keybinds in WoW that I've been using since vanilla. That I've
Sure,
have
sure,
with me
sure, sure.
to this day,
Little
right?
comfort buttons.
Yeah, just stuff
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
used to. Because like in raiding, right? Raiding isn't necessarily the hard part in raiding isn't necessarily like learning your class. You should already know your class. It's being able to play your class while doing something else and in focusing on something else, but also knowing what to do in certain situations. Like if I know I'm about to take damage, I have buttons assigned to take damage. You know what I mean? Like defensives and whatnot. So
sure.
my kit is
Hey,
more
Mel,
about
good to see you. Welcome, buddy.
macros.
Go
My
on.
kit is more about macros and I lost my train of thought. Sorry. My
No, please.
macros are more about knowing where they are and the accessibility of them versus like, you know, oh, I pressed it too late or whatever. Like one change in my
Sure.
macros can kind of throw me off because I'm assuming it's going to be in a certain
Oh, I see.
like
Yeah,
spot.
right. Yeah. It's like so ingrained at this point.
Yeah, because like I have my Death Adder, right? This is my like
little Razor Death Adder mouse. Yeah.
my kind of like aeronomic mouse. I can't play WoW with that. It has to be with my Naga because everything is built around having the Naga, right?
That's hilarious.
So
You're just multi-moused up at any given time.
well, so in most MMOs, right? Little crash course. It's usually like it uses the main bar, right? Your main bar uses 1 through 0, right? Usually have 1 through 0 buttons. I use 1 through 5 with hands.
Okay, yeah.
The last bit of the bar are on my buttons down here. So I'm doing my rotation with my thumb and my 1 through 5. My fingies.
Oh, okay.
Because it's hard to move your hand because I have to also be WASDing moving around. So I do 1 through 5 WASD to move around, and then I'll do everything 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the Naga. So then I can just do the rotation. It's like a 2-part
Sure,
kind of broken up rotation. You know what I mean?
I just have to use my big ass monster hands to hit WASD 1 through 5 plus tilde plus G plus H plus T plus.
Yeah, but that's also me playing an MMO for
long time.
Playing MMOs for like 20 years or whatever, which is insane to even say, but here we are.
Yeah, that's like your equivalent of a fight pad.
Yeah,
like a fight stick,
you know what I mean?
instead of a That's like that's like the genre.
Yeah.
You ever thought about getting one of those Peregrine, like the gloves, where you like touch your hands and it like activates the?
Oh, interesting. There's a couple people in our guild that do that, and
I have one of those, so I've never really used it for an MMO.
Work. Honestly, I don't think they look cool, but I don't think they work as well as I think. You know what it is? It's overcomplicated, and overcomplication.
Really think so.
With all the buttons and all the triggers and stuff, yeah, one misclick could kill you in like a mythic raid and WoW. So
But think about the vibe.
I'm not a real fan.
The aesthetic.
They look cool. No. For real, they look amazing. Like they look nice as hell. Like Razor also has
Heroes of New Earth, if you can imagine.
Razor also has like it looks like a mouse for the other hand, and it has like a thumbstick on it or whatever, and it has like, let me find it. Can't remember the name of it.
Oh, like it has like a WASD bound.
It has like a whole keypad
like
on
a fake
it.
Joystick.
Yeah, let me find it real quick.
That's so funny.
What are those even called? Like a opposite hand.
I wouldn't even know.
Razor opposite hand.
Ain't no way.
Peripheral.
Opposite hand peripheral is tight. I like that.
I don't know what I would even call it.
That's very funny.
Because I've seen
MMOs are a spicy thing.
Oh, the Tartarus. Yeah, this is what it's called. Look at this.
The Tartarus, eh? Yeah, let me see this shit. I see. I've got an incoming DM.
They still make it. I'm gonna work on a pod channel too in the Discord. Like we have movie nights and years, and I can just have the pod channel in mine. I don't think it's too crazy.
That's fine. Makes sense to me.
There we go.
Oh, what Let's in the fuck?
Yeah. So it's like a whole opposite hand rest.
I see.
With a bunch of
the left thumb has a joystick and a mouse wheel and a palm rest, but then it's just like 19 buttons, like a 19-button baby keyboard.
Yeah, with like extra action buttons, yeah, to like bind and stuff.
That's hilarious.
So I imagine this works for a lot of people for MMOs.
Hitting 16 through 19 must suck.
Well, hear me out, right? I taught myself how to play bass, so I'm kind of ambidextrous in a way. I can use both hands at the same time and figure it out. I don't think I can play an MMO with my fucking left hand being right-handed and be competent at doing those things. I don't think I can do that as confidently as I can with my right hand. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say something crazy.
I don't know if I can do it.
I'm just gonna learn this game on an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Well, it does have auto
Xbox
attack,
it
so
out.
guess it really doesn't matter
No,
at that
dude,
point.
manual only. Manual only just for the joystick, baby. I'm tired of this 4-direction, 8-direction run. Get me out of here. Get me Omni running.
Well, you know what's funny? A lot of people in WoW have shifted to they rebind. So obviously you have your WASD, but then in MMOs and WASD games, you have your strafe, you have your QE, and you have your like your ZC or whatever, your FD or whatever the fuck. Well, whatever the fuck the other strafe buttons are. People unbind the strafe buttons and rebind those to like different abilities and stuff. I can't fucking do that. I don't know. Call me old school, call me old fashioned. I don't know. I like my strafe buttons. I like total control of my character. And if I have to do some weird combination of buttons to strafe, fuck you for that, for real. I can't do it. I don't like that.
That's so funny. I'll tell you what, all I'm trying to do is use a control stick, brother. I'm trying to have 360-degree run, baby.
Well, you can have 360-degree run on this Palm Pilot or whatever. It's only $80, so which is very interesting to me. I thought it would be more expensive. $80 for maybe.
Are you about it? Are you thinking? I see that smile. Audio listeners, he's smiling.
I see it, and I see the I see the vision, right? I see the vision, but man, that would be a lot of relearning.
Audio listeners, this is a man who is doing the smile of a man who's about to spend $80.
I wish I had $80 to spend. Yeah, I don't know.
That's really funny. Well,
I just think it would take up space on the desk. I don't have any more fucking USB ports. Also,
just take your keyboard away.
Can we talk about the fucking USB port drought we have as streamers? I have my Stream Deck.
Brother.
I'm using Beacon, so I have my Beacon mix that goes into a USB.
You need like 19 USB ports.
This microphone is connected via the USB port on my fucking keyboard.
Yeah.
And then I have a dock that my headset, my Razer headset sits on. It's a Razer dock as well. It has 3 USB ports, but you can't use them when it's charging something. So then one USB port, but then that one USB port has to plug into the PC. So you're really not even getting one USB port. It's equaling out. It's taking up one and giving you one. And then I have 2 USB ports on my PC case. I have a fucking expansion card in the goddamn computer. So I have my fucking graphics card. And then I have a USB port expansion card in the PCI slot under the goddamn graphics card. Let me tell you, I'm still running out. I don't have enough.
I use...
God
2,
bless.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I use 7 USB ports.
It's diabolical. I'm in a USB port drought for real.
I'm just a little guy with 7 little USB ports.
God bless.
I got 3 on the back. Oh, no, on the camera, 8. I use 8. I got 4 on the back and 4 on the front, baby.
Well, then luckily I have a wireless dock for my for the mice. So I don't know if you've So the Razer, the new mice have this quick charging puck.
What the fuck is that?
That go in the bottom.
Is that the battery?
No, the battery is in the mouse, but this is a quick charging thing, which I'll show you in a minute. So,
he said putting it in his mouth.
There.
Yeah.
So you put it in, and you put it in like that. So the puck's in there, right?
Yeah.
And then you have
Uh-huh.
the dock, the quick
Okay.
charging dock. So the mouse sits
Was
on
it
the dock and
magnetic?
charges. Yeah, it's magnetic. This is a magnet built
Oh.
in, but
Okay.
it magnetically charges like iPhone, basically, like MagSafe. It's basically
Oh.
that quick charging.
Cute.
So, and recently they just came out with a mouse pad that is all basically this texture. And
Uh-huh.
when your mouse is on it, it's charging as you use it on the
I'm gonna
mouse
ask
pad.
an insane question.
Do I need it? No. Is it
No,
helpful?
no.
Yeah.
Why's the puck come out?
Oh, because you can put different pucks in. Ah, there's different pucks.
Why?
Well, you see.
What do the other ones do?
Well, you see, you don't have to have the puck. You don't have to charge it, right? So you can just go puckless. If you don't have wireless charging, you just get a dummy puck that goes in here. It's not a quick charging puck.
Uh-huh.
So then you can just use it as a normal wire, because you can wire all Razer mice as a USB connection. So you can use it as a wired mouse. So you wouldn't need this.
Oh,
basically.
true.
Adds a
Okay.
little bit of weight to it. So if you don't like your mice being like weighted down or whatever, you know what I mean?
Oh. Are there like heavier pucks?
Oh no, it's strictly for charging.
Okay. So there's a dummy one and a chargy one. But there isn't one that's like more weight on purpose? Question mark.
I think there's like a Bluetooth one that helps with Bluetooth connectivity.
That's
And then
cute.
also 2.5 gigs. So the dock I showed you, it can actually, so I can take, so right now, for instance, this mouse, my for audio listeners, I have two mice, the Razer Naga and the Razer Basilisk or whatever. So this mouse, the Death Adder, I mean, this mouse doesn't have a USB attachment on my PC at the moment. It's using the dock as the USB.
Okay.
So the dock acts as a receiver for this via the puck.
I see.
So that's pretty cool.
Okay. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Dummy puck,
Mm-hmm.
but make it out of tungsten so it weighs like 8 pounds.
Why?
Heavy.
I want a heavy mouse.
Heavy mouse. More
Do you like heavy mouse?
heavy. I want it most heavy. I want to feel like I'm rolling a bowling ball.
Ooh.
I want a heavy mouse.
No, thank you.
I want a heavy mouse, and then I want also like heavy weighted bracelets. I just want everything to be heavy, and then I can take them off like Rock Lee and move at the speed of light.
Yeah, so it's funny. The first two Borderlands games we played, I played on the Death Adder.
Yeah.
And when we switched to 3 and 4, 3 and 4 is Naga all the way because of all the different action buttons.
There are a lot more actions, aren't there? Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot more action. So a lot of so it depends on the game. There are a lot of games I will use the non-MMO mouse for, but even like arena battlers like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, I'll use the Naga for it. I'll rebind abilities on the Naga.
Sure,
because it's easy.
A lot of stuff to do. A lot of buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's just my little fucking useless rant about how cool like wireless charging is. There you go.
But how is it for Stardew Valley?
Yeah, it could be good. Little
it doesn't have a
low
hotbar.
DPI.
I guess it'd probably be really convenient. Actually, now I think about it.
Well, the cool thing about the Razer Naga is there's different button configurations you can like attach to it.
Oh.
This was added back in like when I was in high school, I think. They used to have it used to not be magnetic. You had to like clip them in for real when the clips would break, but it's all magnetic now. So this is another clip on for the Naga. It's a 2-button clip. And there's a hex button clip. But yeah, you just pull it off. And it comes off.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I see.
You can switch them out.
Cute. Love that. Love customizability.
So even if like my Death Adder dies for some reason, I can just clip this on and it's basically a not ergonomic Death Adder.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, it's true. Okay, interesting. I see. That's kind of fun. Damn.
the other ones. There's
Is
the
it time?
it's the 3 button as well.
Oh yeah, wow. Little guy.
2 rows of 3 buttons.
You know, that's fascinating because maybe it's time that I stop using an Onikuma mouse with only 2 buttons on the side. I am kind of an Onikuma gamer though.
I think it's just preference. Like, his Naga's not for everybody. Like, I'll be the first one to admit, I'm not saying every MMO player needs a Naga. I know fucking Mythic Raiders who still press their buttons with their mouse. Ugh. Yucky.
Fucking sorry. Like they click the skill.
Clickers. They would call them clickers. Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
If any of our friends in Heckanoof click, I'm so sorry. I'm calling you out right now, but you deserve it. Yeah, we have clickers in the guild.
First of all, that sounds like a slur. Second of all,
it is a slur. It is pejorative. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it is. They're less than.
Yeah. They're less than.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, with my whole chest. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm gonna start clicking. Please don't.
Lily's gonna be a clicker.
Unmod you.
Oh no. Well, listen. You know what I would love? I want to play MMOs on a fight stick. That'd be really tight. There is no fight stick in the world with enough buttons. Wouldn't happen. Maybe a hitbox, but even then, I don't think it's enough buttons. If you were gonna, I have a fascinating question. If you were gonna make an entire, from scratch, you were designing it, fight stick, specifically for Blue Protocol, what's the minimum number of buttons you would need? If
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So an auto battle button could hypothetically replace like 9 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ultimate, 2 imagines. You need 7 basic. The basic version of this theoretical fight pad has 7 buttons. It has to. Off rip.
7.
You have your 1 through 5. You have your ultimate, and then 2 imagines. You need a button for each of those.
That's 8.
That is 8. Yes.
That's so funny. I see.
You need 8 buttons.
Huh.
Well, and then you have you sell the 7 button version, so they do less damage, and then they upgrade to the 8 button version to do.
You're so right.
To do the kick correctly.
You have your mount button, your Q and your E for the dash and the float. That's 11. It's already getting a lot of buttons. It's already kind of a lot of buttons. And you'd need a way to activate items if you're an item healer like a fucking weirdo. So, calling out item healers in real time. I guess that implies you would need 3 more to scroll your items and then use them. So we're like 14
answering
buttons.
Producer messages.
And then you have to jump, right? That's another one too.
Hear me out. How about a joystick that pushes in, so your jump is like a you're moving around, got push in, poop, jump, poop, or a little space bar, got a little space bar action going on.
Yeah, you would need the space bar. Nibs, what's good, homie? How are you, brother? Go ahead, please.
Can I be so for real, so honest, so valid?
Yeah, please.
I don't really like fight pads. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fight pad gamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, true. You're not much of a fighting game player.
Yeah. I'm not like a fighting pad. Yuck. In my, that's a statement.
No, that's fine.
A statement and a half.
They're not for even fighting game heads. Like half of them use pad. Use like a controller. Yeah, especially now.
I bet the controller experience for Blue Protocol is really nice with like the auto battle feature.
Sure.
MMOs with controller again for me. It's just if it's not a racing game, if it's not like a one of those RPGs where the combat is like skill button heavy, you know what I mean? Like Assassin's Creed did the thing where like your main abilities were like the hold trigger and then the X Y B. You know what I mean? You have to hold a trigger
Right.
for the abilities to. So
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that. The Spider-Man games, there's like a certain game profile I will use a controller for. Everything else I just do mouse and keyboard if I can. Even like Cult of the Lamb is a good example. That is they recommend a game controller for that. I use mouse and keyboard. I think it was fine.
Interesting.
Yeah. Hope you're having a good one, Nips. Thanks for dropping by.
Because hear me out.
Yeah, tell me.
I don't know if you have much experience in the forum, in the arena, but I used to go hit up like arcades and press and like play on booths and shit.
Yeah, I played.
Like with the big slappy buttons.
Yeah, I frequented arcades. Yeah, we had one at the mall. That's where I would
anything that replicates that experience is very fun for me. I want to hit the big slappy buttons.
I'm gonna say something controversial and brave.
Please.
I leave that experience for the arcade.
I would love to do that, but there are no arcades. They're just dunzo around here.
And we didn't get you into the swamp. We got some cool arcades around. We don't drink, but there's one. They're a brewing company, and so they you can go to the bar and get.
Is it ground control?
No, it's not ground control.
Okay, because we have ground control. The bar arcade.
No. This is like a homegrown, like from the area. We have a lot of like microbrewers here. So it's not like a chain brewer or whatever. You know what I mean? They make cider though. It's not beer. It's cider. But they have a bunch of like old school arcade games. So you get in, you don't have to pay for the games because you're paying to get in and then to drink. Like they're making money off the drinks, not the games.
Well, like the games are actually free?
Yeah, because you're paying for the drinks.
That's tight.
Like you don't have to drink, obviously. You can just go for the games, but
there's
people are going.
There's like a door charge.
People are like going with friends to like hang out and drink and then like play games and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But like
we have like Dave and Buster's and stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I'll tell you what fucks me up is like arcades. Like, I guess yeah, we have Dave and Buster's around here too, but like arcades now, I feel like they're so saturated with not fucking arcade games. They're like got like carnival game bullshit. They got like skee ball and coin pushers. And it's
I love a good coin pusher for real. But are we talking about Dave and Buster's?
Just arcades in general.
Like yeah, no, I enjoy
video game booths. Just be straight up lacking out here because we got fucking mash the button to make the horse move on its little dumb arm and race the horse or whatever. It's like,
yeah,
man, what are we talking about?
I have a gift. I don't know if this was just instilled in me at birth or like I rolled it. Like I rolled a special on this. But I can Nibs, I appreciate the bits. Thank you so much. I have a knack for finding when the coins are gonna be at max push capacity. I'm very good at it. My dad and I
get a couple extra
one of the Jesus Christ, after the circumcision, yeah. Yeah. So
I didn't know Mom Dog was cut like that. Go on.
One of the few like good memories I have of my dad is we'd go to Dave and Buster's when I was with him. And I wasn't a kid who like was interested in anything in the store or whatever. So we would go and I would collect tickets from these coin pushers like candy from a baby. I'd just be fucking yoinking these
you'd be
for real.
Crushing the coin pushers.
Crushing the coin pushers. At one point in time, we made the coin pusher run out of tickets. They had to get a guy over to like give me more tickets because we like
that's crazy.
Hustled this coin pusher. So what I would do after we were done, we're getting ready to leave. First, it was always coin pushers, and then it was the one where the light would go around and you had to hit it at the exact time. Really good at those. And then I would do some flight sim stuff. Then I'd do the robot fighting one, and then some horse racing ones, and then after I just accumulated like just stupid amount of tickets. Then I would like find a
Sure.
kid and I would just give him the tickets. I'd be like, here, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really, I wasn't a kid who was like, man, I'm saving up tickets for like whatever. I was just like, here, like I just find like a kid who was like really young. I was trying to be that guy, you know?
That's tight.
Yeah.
Not me, dude. I saved it for the prize and then sold it in the parking lot.
Okay, I lied. I would keep a couple tickets for myself. I always had to go for the finger traps. Finger traps are my favorite.
Oh, well,
fingy
finger
traps.
trapper.
Little finger traps, and then the I don't even know what they're called. The little knockers, the little ball knockers. You know what I mean? You like go like this, and they like
Ball
swing.
paddle?
No, the one with the two
I know what
balls,
you're
and they would
talking
like
about.
like really annoying and
Yeah.
stupid and loud for no reason.
Yeah.
Those?
You know, my favorite prize was at arcades. I'm gonna say I had two. They're
Tell
my
me.
favorite thing. I liked the tab butt frogs where you like flick
Yeah.
the tab and then the frog jumps. And then I liked those like it's like a rubber half ball and you like turn it inside
Sure.
out and then you set it on the table and it like flips up in the air because it naturally just pops back.
Okay,
I
I'm
like
gonna
things
say
that jump.
I'm gonna say something diabolical, but to ride the wave with me. You grew up in the same time I
Uh-huh.
grew up. Do you remember they were plastic and they had like gel in them or something, and you would pull them and they would like pull into itself, and it would just
The wiggly
always,
tubes. Yeah,
the
the
wiggly
wiggly
tubes?
tubes.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I was gonna call them the fleshlight tubes, but yeah, the wiggly
They don't
tubes.
work like that in case you're curious. Don't try that. Don't do that.
No, I never had the idea. But now as an adult, I'm like, oh yeah, the fleshlight tubes. Those things I always love too.
Yeah, I like
Just-
the wiggly tubes
Just
too.
in general.
Yeah, because
Nothing
you like,
weird.
especially like
Nothing
the
weird.
not
Calm
off-brand
down.
ones, not the off-brand ones that
no,
are like
not-
too like
Mhm.
grippy, like the ones that like you grab them, they slide, and you have to keep grabbing them, but they keep sliding.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like those too.
those were cool. And then you remember the like lava lamp sand things where you would turn upside down and the sand would like go through the maze and it would all trickle down.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
you
yeah,
turn
yeah,
it over.
yeah.
I love those too. Like that's probably my autism is just like those kind of things. Fucking love those things for real.
Well, okay, so like
Yeah, tell me.
here's where I'm at, right? Here's where I'm at. Is that arcade prize counters are such a weird thing because you and I, we had the come up. We had the flip it inside out and it bounces half ball thing. We had like the tab butt frogs that jump. We had you know, the sand thing that is kind of a lava lamp but it's sand. We had that shit. But now it's just like headphones and iPods and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's not even the same. Like they don't even got arcade prizes like that anymore. It's like a whole other motherfucking thing now. Like I couldn't go win a lava lamp if I wanted to, which is like, oh what?
Yeah, because everything's so expensive now and has to be like insane. Well, so you know what I say this. The thing about coin pushers are people are so dumb. They act like it's hard. Here's my thing, bro. Context clues. Go to the machine with the most coins hanging off the fucking edge, you stupid bitches. What's going on, bro? Man, let me tell you something. I had it down in such a way that I put a quarter in, bro, and I knew I could get that bitch to land flat and push that motherfucking tower forward. You know what I mean? I was in there for real.
So funny.
They stopped doing towers at the Dave & Buster's we went to because of this guy. You know how they would stack the coin towers? Because like they were like, oh, these aren't ever going to move. I was hitting those coins to be flat. I was pushing those goddamn towers. For real, dude.
A quarter's hit the second tower? For real? That
Quarter
was you?
to fucking knock down all three towers, you feel me?
God
at
damn.
one point.
Oh my god, not a third tower. Two towers
The
in
third
the
tower,
quarter
yeah.
pentagon. That's crazy. I see.
Yeah,
so
coin
you're
pushers are
like
tight. Claw machines, not so much. I can't do a claw machine. I always just suck at claw machines.
well, claw machines are kind of broken anyway. in the
Yeah,
sense
they're
that
kind
they
of
just like make the
not in your
claw shitty
favor.
on purpose, and then
Well, the Dave and Buster's coins pushers were so easy because so many dumb people would just throw random quarters in there anyway. So there was always just a big, juicy pile of quarters waiting to be fucking just apprehended. You know what I mean?
did you
Just
ever play a coin
taken.
pusher where the coins drop out? Like you get to keep the coins that you push out.
Oh,
Those
like
ones.
like a fucking whatchamacallit, like
Call that shit an ATM for you, apparently. God bless.
like a
I
slot
didn't know my
machine.
man was sort of. No, but it's like like the bubble dome of like it's clear and there's a bunch of quarters in there. It's a coin pusher, but then like
Yeah.
instead of tickets, it just drops the quarters out.
Have you heard about the epidemic of elder people who go to casinos to do slots and they think they're gonna win, so they like stay there. They're like staying there, but they'll shit themselves and piss themselves. Like there's a
What?
whole team dedicated to like cleaning up the slot machine areas because people will just sit there, and it's not even older people, it's everybody. Like they think they're about to win for real, and they'll sit there and they'll play until they shit and piss themselves. It doesn't matter, they're gonna win that slot machine. Like there's like a whole
I can't say
group.
I've heard that, no, but I believe you. I mean, that sounds insane to me. Oh, I've never seen a coin pusher that had like cards in it. I can't even conceptualize how that would work. What? I'm trying to think of like,
What?
are they like tied to the coins?
What's what did I miss?
A coin pusher that has cards in it?
Oh, they'll like put stuff in the coin pusher, so like on top of the coin, so it's riding the coins. Yeah, I've seen those.
Oh, that's crazy. I see.
Yeah, it's like they put they put heavy stuff in there because it's gonna move less. Like there'll be like an iPhone case in there, probably has a bunch of rocks in it though. You have to take it somewhere to like get it traded in or whatever. But it'll be like that, or it'll be like a watch or something. But it's like sitting on obviously the coin pushers are built like a fucking game level. You know what I mean? They're built to like
sure.
the max. Obviously coin pushers always have coins in them because the whole point is like you're trying to get whatever jackpot and you're pushing it forward. Some coin pushers do that, like what Fluffy's saying, and they'll put stuff in there for it to drop out into the thing. It like it sorts the coins with like a drop, like a claw machine drop down box where you pick up the stuff.
Huh.
Yeah.
Coins that are plastic and worth tickets. So like almost a poker chip in a way.
Yeah, that's what Dave and Buster's at one point had their own coins. It wasn't like quarters. You'd have to go trade in a bunch of coins for the DB coins or whatever, the Dave and Buster's coins. This
How
was
often do
like
you think
before.
people just keep them?
I think that's why they switched the cards.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's probably why they switched the cards.
I got tired of replacing their Dave and Buster's coins.
Yeah,
I still have a Chuck E. Cheese token somewhere.
Wow, I don't think Chuck E. Cheese does tokens either anymore. I think that it's like all card based.
Yeah, like I have
give
one
you like
around.
a refillable card.
Maybe those should be my fucking counters when I play Yu-Gi-Oh instead of the Chinese coins. Just a bunch of Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
God, imagine! I bet they'd be harder to find.
They would, and more expensive to acquire. God bless America, dude.
Oh no, Chuck E. Cheese vintage arcade tokens, $6 for 5
each
or 10.
Oh, for 10. Hey, wait, that's pretty good.
15 vintage Chuck E. Cheese tokens, $29. Well, that's eBay. One was Etsy, one's eBay.
You say 15 for $29?
Yeah, but that's just eBay though. That specific lot I'm talking about is eBay. 11 for 17, 24 for 25.
That would be a funny thing to use.
Etsy 25 tokens for 10. Yeah, look at that.
That doesn't fit the vibe. That's not like really what I'm going for, but like,
well, you could change the vibe to just like 90s nostalgia, right? 90s Japanese American nostalgia. Bam. Chuck E. Cheese fits right in,
Change
baby.
the vibe. I would just draw over the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're not samurai anymore. They're Chuck E. Cheese characters. I
Your
summon
card
Charles
sleeves
Edward
could be like
Cheese.
Bakugan card sleeves. Yeah, Pokemon card sleeves for your Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I mean? Just straight up.
That's diabolical.
Just straight up. Just you gotta go in and surprise them. You know what I mean? Gotta
Various
throw
years
'em
with
off.
optional upgrade. Oh, and add a drawstring pouch. That's
God
fucking
bless.
hilarious.
Here's the vibe. We're changing the vibe to Chuck E. Cheese core immediately. You're gonna walk in with
Don't
these.
say Chuck E. Cheese core. That's crazy.
No. You're gonna understand. You're gonna walk in with those. You're gonna get this.
Trade coin token earrings. I'm crying. The earrings and necklace. I'm just Chuck E. Cheese out of my fucking mind.
We're gonna
That's
walk
so
in. You're gonna
funny.
walk in with this shirt.
Brother. That is so funny. What is this shirt?
And then you're gonna have this on your wrist.
Not the Chuck E. Cheese tee.
Brother,
Audio
I'm telling
listeners,
you.
I'm being linked so many Chuck E. Cheese items right now.
And then you're gonna have someone pose as like your girlfriend or boyfriend if you're gonna throw them off for real.
Powder
and then they'll
coated
bring
Chuck
you
E. Cheese
this.
coin token ring.
They'll bring you this with red Kool-Aid in it.
Gives one token. Chuck E. Cheese a vintage coin token cup. I am crying. Handpicked by hoity-toity knick-knack. Jesus Christ.
If you really want to throw people off, that's how you're gonna do it, baby. That's it.
The full Chuck E. Cheese aesthetic, huh? Charles Edward Cheese, eh?
That deck is looking pretty cheesy.
My fucking god.
And when you beat him, you can say, you got cheesed, baby. You walk away. That's the only thing you say.
You got cheese. Don't even do the handshake. You got cheese. Just get up. Audio listeners, my eyes hurt. That's crazy. My man linked me.
Oh, hold on. You gotta have a hat too.
Well, of course. Who would I be without the Chuck E. Cheese hat?
As
Why'd
someone
that
who
one
had a
have a
couple
fucking-
birthdays.
Preview box. Oh my god, I thought you were gonna link me like a baseball cap that looked like Chuck E.
No.
Cheese's baseball cap, but no, this is a paper happy birthday hat from 80s Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, baby.
Like the
fucking
cone
go.
hat.
I'm just saying this is the aesthetic you should be going for. If there is an aesthetic, and this is gonna win you games just on sheer people don't know what the fuck you're even doing. Half the kids you're gonna be playing against won't even understand what Chuck E. Cheese is. You're winning immediately. You won before the game started.
I wish I knew how to even like process what I was looking at right now.
You're looking at a fit that would destroy at nationals in worlds. There it is.
I mean,
Hey, I don't make the rules. I'm just letting you know. Yeah. Or you know what? This is a good. If you don't like the cone, we have another option. We have this. That's a better option. I'd wash that. I wouldn't wear that yet. If you bought that, I'd give it a good wash before. Still has a tag though.
I would. Well, yeah, you would definitely. God, you would wash it.
I mean,
Chuck E. Cheese
tell
furry
me,
fuzzy wiggle ears hat.
Tell me though. Tell me you wouldn't stare into the eyes of that fucking thing staring at you at the fucking duel table and go, "Fuck, dude, this guy means business." I'm just saying, your head is turning. Your head is turning. I see it. This is tight. You're thinking about it for real. And I will go one further. Custom card sleeves. We'll put the Chuck E. Cheese
you
logo
can
on
definitely
those
get
motherfuckers.
custom card sleeves. Yeah, Dragon Shield does do custom card sleeves. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put the fucking Chuck E. Cheese logo in dead center of the card sleeves. I'm saying, bro, you want this fucking Metal Foundry bullshit? This is gonna get you wins right here. This is where it's at. The Chuck E. Cheese core, you're done. They're done. It's over. It's over. It's fucking over. And you're thinking about it too. You know. In your heart, you fucking know this wins. This wins games for real. Fuck a samurai. You're goddamn Chucky core, baby.
I am audio listeners. You should have seen the please little dance that Zio just did.
I'm just saying.
I am trying to process what I'm looking at. Even I need to collect my courage, frankly. Collect my thoughts. This is
He is, yes. he is AFK
welcome
farming
in.
in
Yeah,
Blue
I am
Protocol.
AFK farming in Blue Protocol currently, right now. Yes. Yeah.
Can you AFK farm nodes? Like well, probably not, huh? Like life skill, like normal fucking stupiderite or whatever they call it. I don't know. Like just can like fuck? Those kind of like mineral nodes and stuff. Can you AFK farm that?
No. That's manual, baby. No, I'm auto farming this, I'm auto farming the dark shard things that you use to upgrade your.
So emblem. I didn't ask you about gems, but I like just Googled quickly during like one of our intermissions last night. I sold a bunch of books for a class I'm never gonna play on the market. Got a bunch of that Unbound Luma shit, the non-chained one.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking just bought a bunch of gems. They were like cheap as fuck, 1,000 each. Fully gemmed out my character, no problem.
Yeah.
Call it a day. I've made like 100,000 Luma just doing nothing.
Well, I'm gonna eventually play most of the classes, if not all of them. So I'm keeping the books. But if you know you're not gonna do it, fuck those books.
I don't give a fuck.
Although you could transfer those books into the books for your own class. There's you can make them your class book.
Yeah, but I can only sell the ones with like the sell logo. But I can transfer all the books, right? Or I can only transfer the books that have that logo that could be sold on the market. I can either sell on the market or.
Oh, what?
So
all of them can be transferred to the appropriate book for your class, but only the sold ones, only the unbound ones can be sold. Was that the question?
Yeah. Well, that's fine then, because you only get so many of the unbound ones anyway. So yeah, that's fine. Sell the unbound ones, transfer the ones that can't be done. Make the money, baby. I'm playing the market, baby, and it even tells you right there on the screen what the lowest price is. So you just. What I've been doing is bump it up just a little bit because those are going to sell. Bam. You got it. I've sold them instantly. It's insane.
That's funny.
I'm fucking in there, bro. I'm fucking in there, dude.
That's funny.
I'm fucking in there. Let me tell you. We're in there for real. We're in there for real.
Yeah, I just recently bought gems too.
I'm going to be a millionaire, unbound millionaire in this game. Give me a fucking title, unbound millionaire.
There is an achievement for making 3 million unbound Lumo in the marketplace. That does exist.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Hey, I'm a millionaire in every MMO I play. I'm a billionaire in fucking No Man's Sky before that was even a thing. So
sure,
I'll fucking make that paper.
Hell yeah, I'm
in there.
Pete's over here at 12,000 ability power. Oh my goodness, what a monster!
Hell yeah, dude. In there, I'm at I think 11. I'm hitting 11 now.
That's
with the gems good. And everything. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the power, as they say.
I'm just a little baby. I'm at 11,576, 11,500 baby. But I still don't have all legendary gear either.
Something. I'm like right on the edge.
I'm missing gear. I don't have
I need
legs or. Either of the bracelets or the charm. I'm missing 4 legendaries.
I need a left and right bracelet. I need the trinket, the charm, trinket, whatever they call it, and then the legs.
Charm.
And I imagine those are in a different dungeon we just haven't done yet.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the next farming spot for both of us.
Like ASAP, yeah. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
we got so many of that Reaper dude last night. Like, he kind of filled me out for real. No homo. Uh,
No. Yeah, the guaranteed legendaries from Banelord was big.
yeah, Banelord kind of fucking got me in there for real. And they were like good status shit too. So
Well, we were
I'm
kind of
like,
cooking on those legendary dungeons anyway.
we're kind of in there for real. Yeah. Between you,
Yeah.
me, Olivia, I think some other people from chat, right? I didn't know their names.
Yeah, Sleepy Ghost or Spooky Ghosty or whatever
Yeah.
her name was, and then
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Gray something and Omni Solo or whatever.
Yeah,
we had a few people in there.
I'm kind of in my element when, like, I'm enjoying a good farm whenever there's not, like, we're not taking fucking 30 minutes between each dungeon. You know what I mean? I want that shit, like, I want that shit going.
Sure.
I want that shit popping. Like, obviously, a break every now and then to look at gear and stuff, but I want that instant queue fucking back in it, you know? I want to fire them shits off for real.
The Adept Trails with 5 DPS only. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I need to switch to a DPS class for that, but I don't have the resources to like rebuild a whole ass character. Unlucky.
Maybe that's where the alts come in.
Yet?
Adept Trials. What are those?
It's like a 2-week limited event. There's like 11 or 12 more days on it where when you are basically you talk to a guy and you go into this like roguelike mode where you get coins for killing enemies and you can buy buffs between waves.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's not bad. Olivia was having a good time with it the first time we did it, and then she immediately was like, fuck this, it's just a bunch of enemies, I hate this. And I was like, well, that's where we differ, friend. That's where we disagree, little bestie.
It's group content, huh?
I don't know if you can run it solo. I probably wouldn't.
So it's meant to run with a group.
I think so. Yeah, pretty sure.
That's
I don't even know if you can like match for it or whatever. But yeah, you so it's every like 3 runs you get a legendary, but it takes like 30 minutes to run too.
Oh.
But it's not a legendary that's random, it's a legendary you pick. Well, you don't pick the stats, but you pick like the slot, you know what I mean?
What level 40, I imagine? Is that worth versus just doing the dungeons? Do you get like upgrade stuff from it? Like mats and things like that?
You know, I didn't notice. Probably.
Does it? Yeah, I imagine we should just probably get as far as we can and just to do it with the gang.
Yeah, I'm gonna grind them. I want all those legendary boxes. Fuck it. And there's a title you can buy too, like Dragon Slaying something or other. I want the title.
Oh, yeah, we need that.
I'm a little title collector.
We need that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm done.
Not that I'll use it, but still.
Yeah, 30 minutes per run.
It's not really 30.
It's not.
It's like
terrible. We could get some good damage in there. We could probably fucking.
It depends how far you make it.
Because my AOE,
what buffs you get.
My AOE is like slapping right now. Like I'm getting in there.
Well, if you can imagine.
Oh, they're all single target?
We get like buffs and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was doing it, my health normally is 78,000 HP. My attack's like 900. I had 100% lucky strike, 100% crit strike, 250,000 health, and like 8,000 attack.
Yeah, it's like a roguelite, so you're just
I got crazy
power exponentially.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. Like, it wasn't like we almost beat it. It was like not even a little bit.
Yeah, I'm down. Sounds fun.
Yeah, when we got to that final guy on like floor 15 or whatever it was, because there's a timer. You have to beat the stage before time's out.
Sure, yeah, it has to have some type of like fail mechanic, sure.
Yeah, and I think we only got... I think the best run we ever had, we got him to like 30%.
So floor 15's like the cutoff. It's like how far you guys got.
As far as I don't know if there's more after that or not, but it's as far as we made it.
How many did you guys have? How many people with you guys?
5.
So 5 stack. So it's a dungeon. It's not like 10 people. It's like a 5 stack content. Okay,
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we can
I don't
fuck
know.
around with that.
You can make a 20-man party, and we didn't try. So I don't know if you can go in there with 20 or not. I'd imagine you can't.
No, I imagine it's like dungeon content.
Yeah, Pete had 5 DPS, made it to 10%.
I wonder if
I have
you
to
need.
imagine whatever I take in there will be weaker than my light tank, though.
I
Like, even though it's a
imagine.
higher class or whatever, but
Imagine you either need 3 DPS, 1 support buffer, like a buff first, healing second, and then a tank or another DPS or a tanky DPS, like a brawler.
I would imagine if you have 4 DPS and also the Bard guide that gives you a
Support.
32% damage buff,
Mhm.
or
That
4
buff will get
DPS
buffed
being
as well.
buffed by 32% is bigger than having 100% of another DPS.
Well, I'm also thinking in my brain, if we're getting damage buffs, he's probably getting buffs for his buffs. So then,
I don't know what that means.
well, he's giving us buffs. So what he's picking from those will probably be buffs for him to then give us bigger buffs. Like he's getting.
Oh, I don't think it scales with anything. I think it's just a flat 32. So then none of the stuff you would upgrade would. Maybe it scales with mastery or something, but I don't think so, though.
Well, surely he would be doing more of whatever he's doing if, like, what are you getting from going to floor? You said there's a roguelite mechanic.
You can increase, like, your crit and your, like, haste and shit.
So
But
if he
I don't think his
increases
buff
his
scales
crit
with anything.
on a buff, surely his
Wait,
buff
you
has
can
to scale with
critically buff
something.
damage? No, I don't think so.
Surely.
You gotta critically raise attack? I don't think so. Maybe it scales with well, not scales with per se, but maybe if you have haste, you can like cast more
they
buffs in a
called-
smaller window or something.
Are they called bards, like specifically the class?
No, they're called beat performer.
I just
Yeah.
want to look at the skills.
I've never read the skill tree, but chat was saying last night with Olivia that he had a flat 32% damage increase mechanic. I don't know what that means, but
Dissonance spec for players who want more active damage-oriented playstyle while supporting your team. Players who want a full buff.
I mean, surely he also
buff.
does some damage in general, but I can't imagine it's a lot. He's a support class for a reason.
Allows.
And there are like you can get stuff that's
crescendo.
like every time you get hit, you deal 1% of your max HP to all enemies around you on a 2-second cooldown or something like that. Like there's a couple of like little like side buffs or whatever, like extra damage components. But like anyone could have that, not just the guy.
Trying to find their buff.
PEF4 classes, it's pretty good. Yeah, I unlocked the last one just recently. I have them all now. I'm just classed up, baby.
Classed up on a Tuesday afternoon.
That's me. I'm a chameleon, baby. Super transform. I can do whatever.
Whatever.
I can just show. Yeah, yeah, Pete. I do have them all. Yeah, yeah. I decided that like because we know so many tanks, like Chibi's a tank, Death's a tank, a bunch of the homies from the guild are tanks. Like, I have my main where I'm a tank, and I love that. But also, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just go into a thing with like the homies and have 4 tanks and no DPS. This is stupid. So, gotta unlock a couple of damage classes. Gotta raise up a couple damage classes. Raise up a support class. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make things difficult for people. So.
It is funny, because Death is just always a tank on anything he does, but like there is usually a tank drought more so than like any role. It's usually all DPS players, but the guild somehow just has a lot of people that love
The
playing
opposite
tank.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are all buffs that get given out. So I imagine if the 32 boost doesn't change, if that's just a static 32, then I imagine they could just take a bunch of stat increases potentially a roguelite, so it has to roll perfect, that would then boost their cooldown rate, that would let us have 32% all the time, because obviously this isn't a buff that's always honest. This is a cooldown. Like I'm giving this to you. I have a cooldown
What's the
rate.
uptime?
It's not 100%. I don't think. For 15 seconds.
15-second cooldown. How long does it last?
Resonance, stat resonance. Stat resonance crit is 10 seconds. Stat resonant overload is 15 seconds. Overload grants allies 32% boost to strength, agility. So 15 seconds for stat overload. So I imagine if they took something that increased or decreased the cooldown on stat overload, then like we could just be fucking pumping for real, maybe like breaking the system. I don't know. Theoretically, I'm just kind of like in there. I don't see cooldown rate, but I see it's only 15 seconds.
Reduction thing.
Well, every class has to have some type of cooldown reduction.
No, I mean the roguelike. I don't think you can like take any cooldown reducing stuff. Because haste has like cast speed. I don't think that's the same.
There's no. You're telling me this game doesn't have a stat that decreases cooldown time? Surely. Of all the fucking stats this game has, there's no.
I don't think so. Not as far as I know. And I've been kind of in there. I've been reading the attributes. Versatility doesn't do that. Mastery doesn't do that. Haste is only attack speed and cast speed. Luck and crit are basically both the same. They're just different crits. Yeah, I don't think so.
Wow. That's odd. Okay, well, I guess.
There's probably stuff in the tree that lowers its own cooldown. But
increases the casting speed and channeling speed of skills.
Yeah, that's like stuff that makes you act quicker so you can go back to dodging. But I don't think there's any like
very strange.
Yeah, as far as I know.
I'm surprised they didn't do anything with cooldown reduction. Very funny. Usually like haste is like cooldown reduction. I mean, it's WoW, obviously, but WoW also has mastery too, which is very funny. They added mastery and versatility into this because those are like basically just kind of bullshit dumb stats. Like you don't see mastery used in like if we're talking about like D&D, kind of like old school like mastery. I don't think mastery's in D&D. Like versatility. Well, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no. It's like crit, intellect. Like those are the major. Oh, well, yeah, interesting. Cool.
I know versatility increases your percent bonus for damage dealt, healing, shielding, and stuff, and it reduces your damage taken. Like versatility is like a damage blocker.
Yeah, because I was just thinking because in WoW haste, if you just stack haste, obviously you would be missing like crit and everything else, but like you would be doing things very fast. Things would be coming off cooldown very fast. So if you were perfectly statted, go into a roguelite mode like this, and just stack the fuck out of haste and crit, then you would just be hasting and critting everything. Because like hots can crit, like
hots can crit.
Hots can crit. Heals like non-hot heals can crit. Like I don't know buff because WoW just got their first support spec expansion ago. I don't know if those like abilities can crit, but anything with like a hot related has like an ability to crit. So I don't know. I was just thinking like, oh, you could just stack haste and like fucking break that mode completely. But
no, haste doesn't do cooldown. No. It's just the speed of your animations, literally.
Very funny.
Yeah. So I guess hypothetically, haste is a percent damage increase over time on normal attacks because they have no cooldown. You can just with no resource, just like smash them. But normal attacks aren't very strong anyway. But yeah, in terms of like buffs and stuff, nah, I don't think there's a way to like reduce the cooldown other than like class specific nodes on the skill tree and shit. What's up? What?
Hold on.
I don't know if there's like set bonuses for that later though. Like, I know level 60 and level 80 gear apparently have like 4-piece set bonuses of some kind. So like maybe there's like a cooldown reduction set bonus. But I haven't really seen the details about that. I just heard it like brought up once or twice in casual conversation. Like World Chat mentioned it, and then Olivia's chat the other day mentioned it, just like in passing or whatever. But yeah, we get level 60 gear in like 2 days or so. Which kind of makes me feel like grinding for perfect stats on our level 40 gear is worthless relative to the idea of just like get a legendary that's like pretty good and then clear the content and start grinding 60s instead. Which is probably why they're giving everybody all these free legendaries with the trials or whatever, because they know that you're just going to replace that shit immediately anyway. Lamau. Like help you gear out a couple of classes. Because like 30 legendaries is like not quite enough for 3 classes, but it's like close. Oh, and their max level's going up from 60 soon too, apparently.
60 to 100 is kind of insane, but I guess it doesn't really take long to farm. So why so
That's
quick?
Kind of interesting.
The game just came out. 60 to 100 is a huge jump.
Yeah, 120 is even bigger. God bless. 60 to 120. Is that a double?
Yeah, they're like blowing through. You're gonna have like 70 million levels. What the hell?
Imagine a world where this is like season 1 and they just reset all your shit for season 2. It's like a seasonal MMO. Oh, I'd throw up. I wouldn't like that at all. Would I quit over that? I have to think about it.
Over a level upgrade?
No, if they reset you everything to like it's a seasonal MMO, or they reset all your shit in season 2. Like they're doing all these like quick upgrades, quick stat upgrades, quick this, quick that, like boom, boom, all your shit's like big that, season 1.
I would be out for real.
Then season 2 hits and they're like, okay, start over.
No, I'm not playing Diablo. The MMO Diablo style doesn't work well. That's not for me.
Yeah, that would be painful, I feel. I wouldn't like that shit at all. I
played this game because it was an MMO, not because it was fucking Diablo with a fucking waifu clone.
Path of Exile Lamau.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that would be a brutal.
Path of Exile.
Huh?
What are you saying about Path of Exile?
Oh, the Path of Exile does it like that. If you're playing seasons of Path of Exile.
That whole genre does it like that, yeah.
Yeah. Correct. God. That'd be so funny for the whales, though, that spent all their fucking cash trying to, like, quickly raise their gear score, and then, like, season 2, it's like, boop, back to 0, bitch. That would be, I almost
keep
hope
whaling,
just
baby.
For that. That's the funniest thing I could even imagine.
Always be a whaling.
God, always be whaling. That's funny. It does what I can't. Can you imagine there are people out here for real who are just openly saying like this game is pay to win? Let's pretend it was that you pay for stats. What are you pay to winning? There's no leaderboards. There's no ranked mode. What precisely are we paying to win?
The idea.
That's crazy. Gamers are so mentally ill, it's insane. I just don't understand. Gamers are... Someone needs to stop them. You know what I mean? Gamers need to be... I've suffered gamers too long, and I will have my revenge. It's just... These guys need to be fucking... Junk, welcome in. Gamers need to be kiboshed immediately. That's crazy.
Not kibosh.
Kiboshed. Immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, I doubt they would do something like that. That's crazy.
You seem hard at work researching a thing. Are we looking up stats?
Well, no. The lack of information about stats of this game is astounding.
It's a very new game.
But I don't know. I was comparing two websites, and one website that I don't trust says haste is increased attack speed, cast speed, and cooldown reduction. And then I feel like I side with Max GG that says increased attack speed and cast speed.
Well, here's the
But
thing.
then I'm like, where's the other fucking? I guess by making the ability go faster, it'll be off cooldown sooner.
Well, here's where I'm at, and I'll send a relevant screenshot.
Yeah, no, I am kind of siding with Max GG on that one.
It just says so in game. You know what I mean? It just says that shit. So fuck that other website. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Although they are technically right that it is sort of for cooldown reduction in the sense that abilities
if the cast
that take
is ending sooner.
Well, like skills that have no cooldown could be cast just a flat number more times per second.
Yeah, but that's not taking what the idea of that is in good faith. You know what I mean? That's not a good faith.
I agree.
That's if you're telling me cooldown reduction and you tell me that, I'm looking at you a little funny. You know what I mean?
Cooldown reduction for abilities with no cooldown is an insane sentence. Yeah,
kind of dumb.
That's a crazy sentence. Yeah, that is very funny. And even then, I think the cooldown for abilities starts when you activate it, not when the animation ends. So it actually wouldn't even help you have a faster uptime on skills that had a cooldown anyway.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, in general, I think it's a good game. We have to see what happens. I kind of have this sneaking suspicion season 2 is going to come out and they're going to be like, gotcha, guys. Power in the gotcha now, baby. Like, there's going to be some type of like seasonal power scale where they're going to hit you with like a seasonal gotcha or something. Some like
the
new
will summon becomes like actually relevant
or
battle
they just
matches.
add a whole new one with a whole new currency. This game likes currencies. I feel because like we're in season of the void, so like what's the next season gonna be?
Sure.
I mean, in good faith, I want to say the game probably hopefully won't do that. However, it's a free MMO, and if I know anything about free MMOs, the longer it's out, the worse off we become. You know what I mean?
I do wonder if they're going to increase the value on the battle pass and the monthly login, like weekly login thing, daily login thing, because those
they're gonna
suck right now.
They're gonna sneak a little, like, oh hey, you can get some books in there. Hey, you can get some more of these things. You know what I mean? Like, because if we're getting more levels
to make them usable,
more levels, then in my mind goes, there's gonna be either another. So we have 2 tiers of our our ability list. So if we're going to 100, that means we're going to have a tier 3. So we're going to go even further down in our tier list or our ability list. Or there's going to be some type of like, WoW likes to use the Paragon word, but like a Paragon point system or something where you like refine the ability even further or something. I imagine if we're going that far, there's going to be something more because they're not just going to give us. We know now it's level up, put a couple points in, level up, put a couple points in, and then it goes level up a couple times, put a couple points in. So then I'm thinking, okay, we're going to 100, level up 10 times to get a couple points in, level up 6, 8 times, who knows? But it seems like that's kind of where we're going. Yucky, you know what I mean? I also do agree the battle pass is like lacking in anything substantial to make me go like, why do I want this?
Well, and it's like an expensive battle pass. You know what I mean?
$10, yeah.
20 for the big one.
Oh, but that's level skips though. People who are playing will just get the battle pass. That the 21 I looked has I think 10 level skip or whatever on it. That's like the big.
It has like a name card. It gives you like a name card thing.
Fuck off with a name card. You know what I mean? Who cares?
I actually don't know where the battle pass is in the store, so I can't. Oh yeah, I do. Season hub and then season pass. Yeah, it has like one outfit which is not that attractive, and then
Yeah,
a
the
handful of
levels,
wish pulls.
the levels I don't care about, but I do think if we're going from 60 to 100, it will increasingly alienate people who want to get into the game. And you're doing that right off the bat. I think it'll at least be like maybe 70 or 80. I don't think we're going like 100 or 120. That's diabolical. People will see that because the WoW had the same problem. Like, by the numbers, we know this problem exists. They see a level cap and they're like, I have to go from level 1 to 120 on the second patch, brother. People will be like, I'm good. Even if it's fast to level, people will be like,
Yeah, the
I
number
don't want to
psychologically
sink
is
the
a
time.
barrier of entry.
Yeah. Because WoW, fast level in that too. But people don't, they see I have to get from 1 to 120 mentally. That is a long distance. So then, like, what, on patch 4, we're going to be like 400 something? What the fuck is that?
I mean,
That's
maybe.
insane.
Like this guy, the tactics RPG max level, and that's 10,000. Fuck it. So like maybe they just pull a Disgaea and they're like, yo, 60 levels every patch for the rest of the game.
I don't see this game succeeding in that way then.
Imagine your character hits level 9,627. You're like, oh my god, we're in there. You're on skill tree number 15.
Yeah.
I bet new classes are going to come out constantly too.
New classes, I could see.
Like 1 or 2 new classes every patch.
Oh, maybe not every patch. I don't know if they could sustain 1 or 2 new classes every single patch. That's a lot. One every couple patches, maybe. Yeah.
Let me tell you this. Game developers do crazy shit all the time.
That would also end up hurting them at some point too.
Hell yeah, it would.
They'll have to it'll come to a point where they're just recycling stuff. People will be like, oh, it's not even worth it. What the fuck? Oh, okay, so going off your logic, they could do this. Hey, the new battle pass is out. Get the new class in the battle pass, baby. That might be.
Yeah.
If I know anything about game companies.
Yeah, new class in the battle pass could happen. We could also get, I don't know if you're familiar, we could also get like side splits. Like it's not a whole new class, but instead of light shield recovery and light shield shield, it's like light shield DPS third branch that you have to like get. Unlock your second skill tree. You know what I mean? Same with
right. So we know that Blue Protocol is made by Bandai Namco Studios. Okay. And their games,
I don't think it's in-house, is it?
I
think they're just a publisher.
Developers, Bandai Namco Online Inc. and Bandai Namco Studios.
Whoa, in-house. That's crazy. Okay, interesting.
I guess they opened up a new studio for online games, probably.
That's crazy.
But yeah, they're both Bandai Namco Studios. Bandai Namco Studios, Scarlet Nexus they did in 2021, Tales of Arise in 2021, Code Vein 19, Tekken 7 15, Tales of Zestria 15. Pokemon Snap after that. Or before that, I guess.
Forgot they were involved in that.
So I see these games and I'm not too my worry is less because it's not like you know, fucking what is the developer that everyone hates? That mobile developer everyone hates. Everyone's like, oh fuck, don't touch my game. Yeah, it's not like Nexon. It's not like fucking the company that owns Riot, who owns a bunch of companies.
Tencent.
It's not Tencent. You know what I mean? It's not any of those guys. So
I'm gonna
feels a little better.
I think Tencent does have their hands in this game.
I don't see it. Publishers, Bandai Namco Holding, Amazon Games. Those are the publishers. So using Amazon servers, which is funny. But I don't see. Does Tencent own any shares in? Well, Tencent owns shares in almost every gaming
Wait.
company.
Are you looking at Blue Protocol
That's the name of the game we're playing, right?
or Blue Protocol Star Resonance? Because Blue
There was
Protocol is the
another game?
first one.
Oh,
That was
Jesus
Bandai
fucking
Namco
Christ.
and it shut down in 2023. This game, Star Resonance, is
Oh.
still by Shanghai Bakura Network Technology, and it's owned by Tencent.
I see. I've been zucked. I didn't know there was
Right.
another game. I just thought Blue Protocol, fucking Star Resonance was a game, you know?
No, this is the sequel, baby.
Shanghai Bakura Network Co. LDTD.
Yeah, and they're owned by Tencent. This is a Tencent game, brother.
Yeah, we're fucked, actually. God bless.
Yeah, this is like a whole ass sequel for real.
Yeah, Japanese game, though. And we were all wrong when we thought it was. What'd you say? It was like, from where? The first day we were playing it?
I thought it was Shanghai. But excuse me, not Shanghai, Singapore rather. Excuse me. I thought it was a Singaporean game.
Yeah, the story must not have been good if the game shut down. But yeah, I guess there's another game.
I don't think it is Japanese, right? Shanghai? Chinese game, for sure.
Publishers A+ Japan. A+. So a Chinese company partner with a Japanese publisher?
Yeah, happens all the time. And this is that studio's only game, to be clear.
Oh, God bless.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the one and only baby.
Fuck, man. That's tough. Yeah, so if this is a Tencent owned company, I hate to sound the alarms. 3 patches this game is in the dumpster for real. Unfortunate. They did so many good things with it. Actually, okay, hey, you know what? It's a coin flip. It can go. Maybe somehow Tencent learned, but that we all know that didn't happen.
Here's the problem. Tencent games are uniquely the most profitable games on Earth.
I'm not saying it's gonna fail. The whales are gonna come in. They're gonna whale for a little bit. 4 patches in, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, fuck this, we're out. They're gonna make money. The game will be dead in like 4 years.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Money will be made.
Like, no. Yeah. I'm saying like Tencent games just do well. League of Legends, notably.
Well, League of Legends wasn't a Tencent game. League of Legends was a Riot game.
It has been for 9 years.
They were bought, but it's also gone downhill in the last 9 years
and become more profitable and more popular.
Hey, every game can die at some point.
Probably not League.
Hey, the towers.
They're trending up.
The unfallable towers felled. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. True. Rome wasn't supposed to fall either, by the way. You know what I mean? But hey, here we are.
Yeah, but they were trending down at the end. League's trending up.
I thought you said like last week, the week before, it's like stagnant.
I definitely didn't say that. I don't know who you were talking to, but that wasn't me.
I think we talked about this recently. You were like actively talking about how you hate the game and it's like actually like falling off. No?
No, I mean, I've pretty publicly said I hate Assassins. They're really annoying. They make me want to uninstall. I uninstalled the first time because Assassins were too annoying. Same with tanks. Like, the balance in that game's never been good. But
well, if you could imagine, the League monthly player count is actually the opposite of what you were saying.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, player from active player IO. They in October they've seen a 27% decrease, but overall in 2025 from this graph, it is not looking good.
Oh, tell me more.
Let me get you
I'm
some
interested.
statistics,
Please.
just so I don't want to spit stuff off while you don't have anything to look at. So we'll do one of these.
No, I'm so interested. I
love
new information.
Freezes, I'm
a little science guy. I love new information. Glasses are on. I'm sat. I
I
love
am
new
uploading a
information.
screenshot.
Please. Hell yeah, brother. I'm so excited for whatever these are about to be. That's tight.
This company tracks games
Yeah, I'm
from
happy to be wrong.
multiple sources.
No,
This
I
is
know that.
our trend. In October 2024, we had 55 million players playing League. In October 2025, October's not over yet, but I imagine it's not going to go back up to 55 million. We're sitting at around 25 million, just lower than 25 million. It's a little bit lower. Man, what the fuck happened in March and April?
Yeah, that's interesting.
What happened in March and fucking April? Jesus Christ. Did they make a big patch? Could you Google like what patch came out in February and March? Maybe they fucked something up and people are like upset.
League of Legends, February 2025. Oh, was there a boycott of some kind?
I don't know.
There was a boycott.
December 2024 saw a 41% dip. In January, it only went back 1%.
Yeah, a League of Legends boycott was organized on February 28th, 2025, with the goal of protesting recent monetization changes and a perceived decline in skin quality.
Oop.
The boycott encouraged players to not log in or spend money for the day to show Riot blah 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 frustration with whatever. Yeah, so I guess that was when they made a bunch of monetization changes and like skin changes.
That fucked them up for February, March, and April, and May.
Yeah,
Jesus
May.
Christ.
So when I looked at the player count going up, I was only looking at the last 6 months, and this now explains that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, damn. I mean, they like doubled their player base. That's crazy. But no, actually, it was just leveling out again with October of 24. So actually, they're about the same as they were last year, except for mysteriously in November when they tripled their player base for 1 month, and I don't know what happened there, but
yeah. Well, and that fall off isn't that sharp either. They kind of held. Like, yeah, they didn't really hold, but they kind of did.
Well, and then it was 55 just a sharp to 30. Fall off.
This has been a bad year for League. It's been a really bad year for League, it seems like. Because
I would like to see what this graph looks like relative to like 3 years, not just 1 year.
You can probably find that. League of Legends player base numbers, 3-year cast.
Yeah, because in my mind, right? Like, is this a bad year for League, or was 2024 just remarkably good? Do you know what I mean? It's not even 2024, but just
trying to figure out what happened in 2024.
Yeah, why did November pop? Why was November crazy?
Yeah, because that's kind of insane.
Because they went, from like 22 million monthly players to like 55, and then immediately next month down to 30 again. And then the boycott dropped them down to like 12. That's insane.
Okay, I have a do we agree that turbosmurfs.gg is a credible source for information?
Handshake on that one.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
so we're not coming in with the so this is the yearly increase decrease from 11 to 25. All right, so 11 we have 15 million. 12 we have 32 million, 113% increase. 2013 we have 67 million, 110% increase. So 113 to 110%. We're still
so they're describing the increase relative to 2011
users, active monthly users.
But the percentage increase is relative to 2011, not relative to the year prior.
Well, I think it is relative to the year prior because, again, we're going from 2011 to 2025.
Wait, so, right? Okay, but say, what were the numbers for 11,
so
12?
I'm just going to say the numbers, and we're going to go from there. Because you wanted a 5 years from 2025, right? Okay, so we'll give you. I'll give you 6 years.
Sure. Oh, yeah, pre-COVID and then everything after, yeah.
To 2020, 137 million. So it was constant growth from 2011 to 2022.
Damn, I'll tell you what, COVID was popping for them.
Yeah, because like 2019's 116 million, and then 2020 is 137, 18% increase. So it's not going off of 11, it's going off the year before. So 2021, 149, 8% increase. 2022, 152, 2%.
Okay.
152 for 2023, negative 7%, negative 0.7% increase. 2024 sees 132 million, 12% decrease. 2025, 131 million, 7% decrease, or 0.77%.
Is this average
decrease.
monthly players for
Active
the year?
monthly users, yes, for each year.
Okay.
So the game is now basically at pre-COVID numbers. In between 2019, 20. Well, when did COVID happen? 2018, 2019?
2020.
So we're at just
that was
around
like May of 2020 or March.
We are hovering between pre-COVID numbers because we've gone. If the height was 20, the max the game has ever seen is 2022, 2023.
Sure.
And then it's starting to fall
COVID,
off. Yeah, we've fallen off about 13%. And around this time, I mean, Tencent, I think has, I don't know. Hey, maybe they do something and they like change it up or whatever and they pop. I'm not saying they're dead or whatever. I mean, that was never my intention, but I'm saying they've like, they're trending down at the moment. So 3 months in the negative as far as active users go. Now, again, then we have the other thing I sent you, which was the just this year monthly breakdown. So the last year and this year monthly breakdown. October to October. So it seems like they're trending down even further. So I'd be interested to see at the end of the year when they start their 2026 projections what 2025 ends up being. Because this could also go down if they have a bad November and December. So,
because here's where I'm at, right? Is that I know that Riot was purchased by Tencent Games in 2011.
Well, yeah,
So,
I'm not here
Tencent
saying
patches, Tencent's operational overhead and influence. I think they bought 90% of the company in 2011 and the remaining percentage in 2015 for complete ownership. I believe. I think that's right.
They have they bought a large stake in 2011.
It was 90%
full
or something.
Acquisition in 2015.
Yeah. So and I think they've owned Pokemon Unite the whole time too, which is very funny. I think.
What is Pokemon Unite?
It's League of Legends with Pokemon. It's the Pokemon MOBA on
EIMI Studio Group. Do they own that?
Oh, they would have to.
Key people, vice president of Tencent. I think Colin Yo, vice president of Tencent, is a key founder of TIMI, but it's not Tencent Group because the publisher is Pokemon Company.
Yeah, Teamy,
Teamy,
capital T. That is a subsidiary of Tencent. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, they were partnered with the Pokemon Company and developed the game in tandem.
Tough.
No, developed by Teamy, published by the Pokemon Company. So no, scratch that. It was just entirely Teamy Studio Group that made the game.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah. No, yeah. Correcting myself to be like, not in contrast to your point. You were definitely right. So yeah, it was just like a fully Tencent design game. And then Pokemon Company or National just kind of like published that shit, slapped name on it. God bless America. Although I don't think Pokemon Unite's doing that well, so that's just kind of a fun factoid more than like a relevant point.
Yeah, and of course my point was never that like they're not doing good, but they're seeing a decrease probably. And well, I mean, Tencent was in trouble financially for I think a little bit last year. They were like,
for sure,
like they had to close a bunch of studios. Well, a lot of people did, but Tencent also had a lot of studios they closed as well. I would actually like to see what games have failed, like what they've put out that's failed.
I'm gonna send you some graphs real quick from Active Player IO, not because they're like super relevant to this particular thing, but I just think they're like fascinating. This only tracks the mobile player base of Pokemon Unite, but look at this graph I'm sending you, audio listeners.
Base?
Yeah, the mobile, specifically the Google Play player base. Google Play player base for Pokemon Unite trending
only Google Play.
Yeah,
down,
and then look at it.
Like,
look at it on iPhone. That's odd.
Well, can I say something controversial and brave that I've been saying for a while now?
Please.
So
doesn't count switches. So
yeah. So iPhone developed their own processing chip, the M series chips. They're very power efficient, and the batteries in the iPhone smoke Androids these days. I'm not. I'm
sure.
just saying, I'm not on a side. I have an iPhone here. I have friends. I'm probably one of two people in the friend group that have phones that are iPhones that are iPhones.
Sure, I was just like, yeah, all my homies
our
got no
friends
phones. Don't believe in
are
that
always
shit.
scrambling to charge their shit. We're never troubled. Now,
that's
could
funny.
it be it just they never charge their phones? Who knows? But I have it on good authority that the reason is the iPhones are probably very strong in gaming right now.
Sure.
That is very funny though.
I think
that drop off is from 4 million.
Steep, right? Steep.
Well, so we went from
75% loss.
So we'll call that like 4.3. So they went from 4.3. They've dropped 3 million, 3 point whatever million. They've only gained 1 million, and so we've lost 2 million have poofed out of nowhere. They're gone. They're dead.
Just evaporated. They've
evaporated. So what did they do?
Switch.
I fucking couldn't imagine. I don't think you're buying the Switch 2 to play Pokemon Unite. I mean, I guess you could be, but fuck, like, play something else.
Well, no,
bro.
probably not. But people that played Pokemon Unite and also got a Switch 2 probably switched from their phone to Switch 2 as a result.
I imagine people who play on their phone are just gonna play. I mean, so what did they do?
Well, because it runs like shit on the Switch 1.
So what did they do
probably
in May?
Switch owners who had
what happened in May that like fucking just wrecked them for real? Do they have a patch that just went terribly wrong?
Oh,
because that's interesting. That
well, you're not gonna believe this.
PUBG
the Switch 2 launched in June.
Funny.
On the 5th. So probably a whole bunch of people were like, yo, May is the Switch 2 announcement? Cool. I'll just play this shit when it comes out next month.
So
like the existing player base that already...
July? Or June?
June 5th.
So it goes down in June, but then picks up in July. Did they play it on Switch? And they were like, I didn't like that. I went back to the phone. Because then right after June, July hits and they're back up. And then they're up again in August. Like, what's happening there? I think.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in August.
Yeah, because August and so for the audio listeners, there's a big dip between March and June, but then because if your theory makes sense, then I would imagine July, August, September, and October would trend down as well. But then that increased. we saw an increase in player base on Android, and not by a lot, but by a million, by about
Yeah,
a million.
about a million.
So they were like, "Oh, fuck the Switch 2. We want our shitty phones back."
That's
What?
very funny.
That's very strange. And how many of these are emulations too? Well, I guess it wouldn't count it.
BlueStacks and shit.
Yeah,
Oh god.
is this game on BlueStacks? I
You
imagine.
can definitely play on BlueStacks.
Hmm.
I don't know if that counts or is
It
I guess
probably
you're still
doesn't
downloading
matter.
it from the Google Play Store.
It's
So
emulating a Google phone, right, or a Android phone, right?
yeah. Uh, let's see if we can find information. That is hilarious. Brother. This is not what I was looking for, but I did accidentally find it just now. Pokemon Unite announced end of service for Belgium and the Netherlands starting November 30th, 2025 because they outlawed loot boxes.
They wouldn't change the system.
And they were like, fuck it, we're keeping loot boxes, baby. Who gives a shit about Belgium?
Well, that could be a substantial. I'm imagining this is worldwide player base.
That's a very fun. Again, that hasn't happened yet. That's November 30th, 2025. But it's just very funny to me.
That would be why October is looking a little. October and September took a shit because people are just not. They're like, oh fuck. Oh well, we're not. Why would we play this? Very funny.
That is hilarious.
I imagine the players who are dead hard in that shit will just VPN it and be fine.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, very strange Pokemon Unite graphs, though. Very interesting.
Yeah, right? I wish I could find it for the Switch, but there's no way to, like, record that data, I guess.
Well, and it could be anything. It could be the games fucking up. It could be, like, other games came out in that space. I don't know if any MOBAs came out in that time. But, like, there's been a lot of games that have come out from August to now. A lot of releases. I don't know if they would, like, intersect like that in a Venn diagram, but possibly. Yeah, from almost 5 million though down to fucking close to 1 million. Yikes.
Yeah, like a 77% drop off in player base.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, iPhone like doubles. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It is like
iPhone,
the trends and patterns of like when and why people stop playing games is very fascinating to me.
Well, the iPhone is like this generation's iPhone is like very strong gaming wise, like very strong processor. So I imagine it's just the situation of the phone is stronger, we're gonna go. Because I mean, like, yeah, for the longest time, if you're a gamer who wants a phone, you're gonna go Android. But now with the M series chips, I mean, they blow whatever Snapdragon I think are the chips in Android phones. They blow them out of the water, like for real.
It's same like, chip in a Switch, fascinatingly.
It's like a fight using a submarine to fight a fucking pirate ship from the like 1400s or 1500s. You know what I mean?
Funny.
It's like blowing them out of the water for real. And I'm not being a D1 hater. I'm just saying like that's just the fact.
Just point of fact.
Yeah.
Sure.
I hate the operating system. Okay, that's one thing. But like, if the gamer doesn't give a fuck about the operating system anyway, they want to play the game. If they can play the game better, then so be it.
That is so fucking funny, man.
Very funny.
You might recall I mentioned at the start that there was a second thing I wanted to pop off about.
So
we should gatekeep more. Obviously, we should gatekeep more. Yeah, and then there was the point that Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal and a genocidist, but that was a tangential thing. That wasn't.
Then there was someone in chat, right? The chat thing.
The chat thing, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a dude. Who was Oh my god. Okay, so background information. Frost Mage in blue Protocol Star Resonance. Frost Mage specifically. There's a Frost
Okay.
Mage point. Okay. They have
All
a
the-
mechanic where when you build icicles with their icicle bullshit.
Yeah. I'm
They're not
with you
called
on there.
icicles, but when you build like
Yeah.
ice flakes or whatever.
Ice lances or whatever. Yeah.
And when that thing is maxed out, you enter a state where you can like mash the icicle button as hard as possible and it'll just keep happening. Like you just get infinite icicles. Right. No cooldown.
Yeah, I have that with my arrows. I think the mage and the hunter are kind of built the same in a certain way.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
And-
there's endless proc mechanic for a certain window.
Yeah. And I'm actually reading this in game right now. I'm gonna get you the numbers because I have Frost Mage unlocked. I'm just gonna read it. You know what I mean? But Homeboy for real was trying to say that haste is objectively not as good as crit. You would
For
want
mage.
crit on Frost Mage. And I was like, well, I think there might be like an argument there. There might be like that may or may not be the case.
So we're saying we want, instead of haste, he's saying crit all the way.
Yeah, objectively correct. And the guides are saying that same thing, and like anyone who says anything else is objectively wrong. And I'm like, well, let's think about that. Hold on. Wait a minute. Pause. And the reason I say pause, the reason I put a pause champ on that one, right, is because if there's no resource and there's no cooldown, every 1% extra cast speed during that window is a 1% damage up, literally. DPS increased by that percent. So if you have 50% extra cast speed during that window, that's the same as critically striking 100% of the time. Because critically striking only increases your crit damage by 50% anyway. You know? However, I don't know if you've tried to build crit in this game yet. But building full crit in this game, you're not getting 100. That's not happening. You may get close to 35%. Maybe. If you had full crit gems and all your gear rolled crit and all of your secondary shit rolled crit, you might get to like 33.5%. Which means during the window where you have infinite ice lances, not even actually, just in general, just across the board, you're getting that 50% damage up about a third of the time. So your critical strike being a third means that across the board, given an infinite window of time averaged out, that's like a 17% damage. It's like 16.6% damage up. Because
So
you're getting 50% more damage one third of the time.
I fear our friend in chat, whoever he was, read the first line and didn't read anything else. Because I am going to provide the actual stat breakdown, stat priority, as I would read it in WoW, right? So the stat priority is as follows. Intellect equals crit equals haste, mastery less than haste, versatility less than mastery. So you want to build in equal parts, not one or the other. Intellect,
Right.
crit, haste. That's what you want to roll. Now, if you can't get perfect prio on your crit or haste, you want mastery. Versatility is like the last, like, okay, fine. But
That's
that
funny. I
is
would
the
have thought
stat
that'd be
prio.
backwards, but
That's
a little surprising.
I don't know what exactly mastery does for them, but versatility is, from what I've seen for the Frost Mage specifically, the worst stat they're looking for. You want a little bit of
No.
it, but you don't want 0 of it.
I'm reading mastery. It is different per class. It's just a 1% damage up on all your ice damage.
Yeah.
Per percent. So that does make sense actually.
So
But-
this is the stat prio. He read intellect crit and just was like, nothing else matters. Well, it's an MMO, everything matters. So it is intellect crit
Well-
haste equal.
Well, check this out.
You know what I
as you
mean?
know, gems by color give different stats.
Yeah.
And then by
At any
cut,
game, sure.
give a different stat.
Yes.
So if you have like the teardrop, it gives
Mhm.
intellect. If you have
Yes.
the triangle, it gives strength or whatever.
Mhm.
Red crystals give crit. Blue
Having
crystals
just-
give haste.
Having just gemmed out my character, yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
So here's what I was saying. I think you would want all sapphires on the whole thing, specifically teardrop sapphires.
And what specifically does that provide? The teardrop sapphires?
That's the intelligence and the haste.
So
Specifically.
intelligence, prio, haste, secondary.
But no, it's
I'm
the
sorry.
same
On
thing.
gems, it's kind of flipped. At least the ones I used, it's weird. It was like,
Well,
haste
they
was
just
kinda-
always have both.
yeah, but
at
like
the same
one
rate.
stat is. Mine weren't. I'm using the blue ones. They didn't. They wasn't at the same rate.
No. What I mean to say by that is, every intelligence gem always gives the same amount of intelligence, and every haste gem always gives the same amount of haste. Not that they're the same as each other.
Yeah, what I'm asking is what's the prio on? It's intellect prio. The secondary lower stat is the haste. Or is it
I
vice
think
versa
the
is what I'm
lower
asking.
stat is intellect, but there is no way to flip that though.
I know. I'm just asking
Yeah.
so I understand. It's a
Yeah.
haste prio gem, intellect off. Okay.
Yes, right.
Okay.
And he's saying you would use the crit intellect gems instead. And his reasoning for that is because when you crit, you get your cooldown back to do a move again. Like you can just immediately recast it. So crit is both haste and crit, whereas haste is just haste. Here's the problem with that.
No, crit is proc, not haste.
Well, here's the real problem.
Yeah, you have
What
to
he was
crit to
talking
proc.
about was the node Frozen Stars on the skill tree that reads as follows. If Frost Lance deals crit damage and triggers Lucky Strike at the same hit,
Sure.
Meteor Storm's remaining cooldown is instantly cleared.
Yeah.
So no. You don't, if you crit, you get your cooldown back. No. If you crit and Lucky Strike at the same time. So that point would only make sense if you had 100% chance to crit and Lucky Strike concurrently.
Yeah.
And that's fucking dumb, brother. No one's doing it.
Well, as we can tell from his understanding of the stat breakdown, he reads one thing and doesn't read the whole thing.
Yeah, so I'm like telling Olivia, like, oh yeah, you should just build sapphires, get these ones, the teardrop one, haste and intelligence, blah blah blah.
Hear me out. I think honestly, I think she should build half. Well, half depending on what her crit is ratio to her haste. She should try to keep
haste is always
those...
less on gear, unfortunately. I mean, not. I'll rephrase. Let me rephrase that. The amount of haste you have from just like passively existing is always base 0%. The amount of crit you have is always base 5%. So if you build them equally, crit will always be 5% higher, but your full suite of gems is always about 5 or 6%. So if you were to build all sapphire gems, they would then become equal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if half your gear was like big crit, little haste, and half your gear was big haste, little crit, and they were exactly equal except for the gems, it would still be 5% unbalanced, which is how much the gems are worth.
But also,
so the gems will always bump that up.
So I imagine crit and haste have different breakpoints in this game. So if haste has a higher breakpoint, you would want more haste, or want more. If haste has a lower breakpoint, meaning you need less of it to get your maximum amount of it, and crit has a higher breakpoint, then you would want more crit.
Yeah, that I don't know.
So I think he actually might be a little correct in that the idea is you're prioing the... Let me see if I'm understanding what this is saying before I say something dumb.
Please, yeah, take your time. You're so good. Yeah, because I like spent some time reading the nodes, and they do have like one that says like secondary amp. Whatever your highest stat is between crit, haste, luck, mastery, versatility, just goes up by 3.5%, which is very funny.
But I imagine she would want more because well, I don't play the spec, so I can't really get into specifics. I don't really know much, but I'm trying to understand why you would want the crit versus not having crit. But I imagine more crit would then have you potentially getting that buff. So like he's wrong, but in a way where like he's kind of right, but he doesn't know why he's right. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? He's a little
That's
right,
very
I
funny.
think. But I think he's right for the wrong reason. Or he thinks he's right for the wrong reason. Because he's saying fuck haste all the way. That's not the case. You want haste on your gear as much as possible. You want it on your gear. And then you want to try to get your secondary crit. But from what I'm seeing, you want to try to have more crit gems than haste gems. On the two guides I'm looking at for the icicle and then the other one she wants to do. I'm seeing that you want crit over haste in gems, but you don't want all, like what he's saying is you want all crit gems. No, you want the majority crit gem, but you want some haste gems as well because you need your haste. You want your crit higher so you can get that benefit of that ability that does the lucky proc or whatever. But you need haste to then be able to cast all the stuff faster.
But here's my thing.
What I'm thinking.
Here's my thing is I'm saying no crit gems at all. Because that lucky strike node is awful. It's like objectively shit. Like not a little bad. It's like truly unusable shit.
I don't know.
Because check this out.
How far is it in the node? I don't even know where it is.
It's
like, tell me like where it is in the tree.
Middle string on the Frost Mage second tree for the icicle mode. And then it's the third red ball from the bottom middle line. Yeah, it's called Frozen Stars. But it's not that you have to lucky strike and
Frostbeam. Hold on one second.
No, not Frostbeam. No. It's like the very last one is Meteor Storm Expansion in the center. Go up 2 red balls from there, basically.
Hold on, I have to get to the correct. I thought I had both specs open, but I only had the Frostbeam spec open. So.
Oh, I see.
Let me go to. She is in Icicle right now.
Yeah, she's an Icicle player. She's an Icicle homie.
And where is this node?
Go to the very bottom center where it says Meteor Storm Expansion.
Yeah, Meteor Storm Expansion, sure.
And then it's 2 nodes up from that. It kind of looks like a clover and a teardrop. Like two big nodes up from that.
Frost Comet?
No, like 2 more above that even also. It's called Frozen Stars.
Frozen Stars, yeah.
Yeah. It's that you have to crit and also lucky strike on the same 1 damage instance. But if you're investing all your stuff into crit haste, your lucky strike rate's like 3%. Even if your crit was 100%, which it isn't. Like I said, if you invest all crit all day, 100 crit, you're getting like 35% crit. So this node is only active for about 3% of 1/3 of your strikes. This could not be worse. Let's say your lucky strike rate was 50%, which it isn't, but let's pretend it's magically 50%. Then it's 1 in 6 strikes, maybe. It's so best case scenario for that node. It's still awful. It's crazy how shit that node is. It's like almost unthinkable. I think the only reason you would take it is because you need to take it to get to Frost Comet, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, so what I'm seeing is Frozen Stars into Freezing Meteor Storm into Frost Comet will extend permafrost buff duration and proc other talent effects using Frostland skill. So the
Yes, 1 in
combination
100
of
casts, yeah.
these, on a long 1 in 100 cast, yes, but on a long boss fight, like a raid fight, for example, this is your burst effect. Consistent wise, it does the same thing. Like for consistent damage, that will benefit you over time and probably be less than every 100 shots. You know what I mean?
I think you're right. It will
Because
be less common than 100. I was being generous. Because
well,
it'll trigger
no,
about 3% of the time, 1/3 of the time.
as opposed to what else does she have in the kit though? It's the kit that she has. There's
No,
nothing.
that's what I'm saying. Just build haste gems and build more icicle things quicker. Your damage will just be higher.
Well,
Then
I don't. I think you're thinking that, but a dude theory crafted this. Who
I'm a dude who's theory crafting this. Yeah, yeah.
But you haven't done. This guy did it though. You haven't done it.
Yeah, but I know numbers.
If we go into his stream and you ask him why did you choose this talent? This talent is ass. He'll probably tell you why it's not ass.
I'd be down to ask.
I'm not disrespecting you, by the way. I'm not trying
sure.
to. But
Hey,
I think
Zero taken.
you're
no disrespect taken.
You might be Uber in the back seat going, hey, you didn't go the route I wanted you to. And he's like, hey, this is the route that's fastest. I'm the Uber I'm driving right now.
Sort of.
But
it also could be I'm Uber in the back, like you're not going the fast route, and he's hitting me with an Indian accent, and it's his first day here. So.
But he's also updating in the change log is like he's updating every couple days. So he's in there, has a video on it, and he's streaming currently right now. I would think if he doesn't know what he's talking about, he'd probably be laughed off the stream in general, and like people wouldn't be watching him. Which he could have one person. I don't know. I haven't been to his stream.
Or he clears content, and people are like, "Oh, look, he's clearing content. He must know what he's talking about," and then they don't do the numbers. Also plausible.
I don't. Guides can be wrong.
I correct guides in Genshin regularly, yeah.
Yeah, but this isn't Genshin. It's
numbers. Yeah. But no, I'm just agreeing with you. The guides can be wrong. I was just case in point.
Yeah. But
I'm just agreeing.
You're agreeing and you're kind of grandstanding without the evidence. Though we have to see the evidence. Does it do more damage?
Numbers. It's like mathematical.
Yeah, but again, if you're critting, you have more of a chance to hit this permafrost deep. Like you're not picking Frozen Stars because Frozen Stars is good on its own. You're picking Frozen Stars because that into Freezing Storm into Frost Comet is not going to make Freezing Stars do more damage. You're getting the permafrost buff more, and it's going to proc more and proc other talents too. So it's not just procking. It's not procking the permafrost buff duration. It's procking more than the permafrost buff duration.
No,
it's procking other talent effects.
I'm aware.
So procking other talent effects,
but think about the way it's doing
will be doing more damage.
But consider how it's doing
via
that.
Crit.
No, that's not what I mean.
It's doing that via the
What
crit.
is the crit doing? The crit is refunding your cooldown one time, which is the same as having more casts, which is what haste does if a skill has no cooldown.
Yeah, I understand that.
But this has no cooldown in that mode. So more casts during that mode beats that. It's more. So if we're considering, but this helps you have more uptime on thing because more casts. Yeah, that's my point. That's what I'm saying. More casts. Because if you can fit in 2 extra casts of that thing during that window versus this thing giving you 1 extra cast of that thing outside of that window, that's objectively more by double, actually. By 2x. And it's not based on hitting a 1 in 3 on a 1 in 30. It just every time will do that.
Yeah, I don't know. The guides say otherwise. I think you're missing a key point somewhere. I don't have that information. I'm not playing the class. If she wants to do more damage and feel like she's doing more damage, then I imagine she should follow the guides. I mean,
the number will be bigger, for sure. Like
So
individually, the
if-
damage number will report a higher number because you're getting a crit slightly more often. Yeah, it'll look like a bigger number. Yeah,
she'll be doing more damage.
it'll just be a higher number.
I think
She'll get less numbers.
again. Hey man, you know, I'm not battling with you. You know what I mean? I don't
I'm not
have the
battling with
numbers
you either. I don't know why you're getting defensive. It's not your guide. You didn't write it. I'm not
I
saying
know.
you're wrong.
I know, but like, I read the guide. The guide makes sense. Equals more damage. For level
Okay.
60 gear, you want crit and luck. For this particular spec, I don't know about the frost beam spec or whatever, but yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I mean, again, I showed you the breakdown. Stat prio int
Yeah.
equals crit equals haste equals
Although
or
luck isn't in
less
there,
than
which is
mastery.
weird.
Well, that's for the frost lance or the beam that isn't.
Oh, that was the beam prio, not the
icicle. Yeah, I was on icicle, but
Oh,
I
what's
mean,
that prio for the icicle? Oh,
yeah, if you remember, we started this off with me on the frost. Beam, because that's what she wants to play. Let's see.
Oh, does she want to transition to Ice Beam? I thought she was saying icicle.
What she wanted to. I don't know. She said it on stream. Who knows?
Well, I wanted to be Ice Beam. I was saying when I eventually transitioned over here, I was going to be an Ice Beam guy.
Oh, I thought you were saying icicles felt bad. Crit gives the
maybe.
highest damage increase. You should have it on all 11 gear pieces. Additionally, all lines you get from reforging your gear should be crit. Get luck only on the gear pieces. On the gear set pieces. Gear set, is that there? Do they mean tier set? Is there like a tier?
No, so level 60 gear has like a 4-piece set bonus shit.
Tier set. Okay. So only on the tier set pieces to help proc passive. So hear me out. In a world where we're dealing with tier sets now, this stat build is probably in anticipation for you having a tier set where crit is going to proc that tier set more. This kind of makes, again, it's kind of painting the picture a little more because this happens in WoW all the time. I'll give an example. Mid-season this season, we went from doing Stampede build, which is our we have two like anchor talents that change the spec completely. We went from Beastmaster to Dark Ranger or Beast Handler. I can't remember the name of the so BM Beastmaster is our talent, right? Or our spec, right?
Yeah,
I'm in Beastmaster. Right. I have two talent choices I can pick that are like class changing. Beastmaster or Beast Handler, I can't remember the name, which it focuses on pet damage, or Dark Ranger, which focuses on non-pet damage, right? So in Beastmaster, I have Pet Handler and like Dark Ranger. In this example, the names don't matter. I was doing the one with pet damage, and I had to stack haste as much as possible in Mastery because the haste would get my abilities off cooldown more. The Mastery pumps up my pet's damage. And in WoW, my pets were doing like 90% of my damage, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Dark Ranger, instead of Mastery haste, you want haste crit because you want that black arrow, which is your main ability, up all the time. And you don't want any Mastery because your pets aren't doing any damage in this spec, really.
Yeah.
So there's a flip of the thing based on solely the set bonus. Now, I don't know what the set bonus is for this Frost Mage spec, but I imagine whatever's going on there, you want the crit to proc the set bonus or whatever's going on in that set bonus, whatever it's doing. Again, I don't have the knowledge to understand what the set bonus is. I can't even find what the set bonus is supposed to do on the page. I haven't even looked. I see nothing about set bonuses. Apparently there's a tier set somewhere. So I'm imagining
Word on the street,
these builds are based on the tier sets, in which case that is what you're aiming for. Now, early level, sure, she might need haste to like just do damage to get through the early content. But if level 60 gear has tier sets, different story. Then she might have to build something else for those tier sets, because that's what I'm seeing here. It's what I read was you want luck on tier set stuff to proc tier set bonus, but I imagine crit will also do something to that tier set, and that's why you're prioing it other than haste. Again, I don't know, don't care either, not playing mage. But I'm just saying, for Olivia's sake, I would say she's a friend now. For a friend that I want to do damage and enjoy her time in the game, I'm imagining that's what she wants. So going back to Icicle, crit gives the highest damage increase. You should have it on all 11 gear pieces. Additionally, all lines you get from reforging gear should go into crit period. Get luck on gear set pieces only, tier set, gear set, whatever, to help proc passive effects and get boosted by the luck damage talent node. Then take versatility on the rest of the gear or whatever. Each 1% of versatility increases percentage bonus damage dealt. Healing,
it is weird that we can't find anything about the set bonuses though.
0.35%. It's probably not in the game yet, or can't be like data mined. If the tier set can't, or the gear piece can't roll versatility, get mastery instead. So it's looking like endgame build for her build she wants to do, which is Icicle spec, is intellect, crit, luck, verse, mastery. Verse being on top of mastery, but there will be pieces she can't get verse on, and then instead of verse, you get mastery. Hey, if you know better, you know better. This is just what this level 60 plus gear is looking like. Yeah, I can link you the thing. I don't know if you're already on it.
The information must be somewhere. Otherwise, people couldn't write guides about it, right? So where do they find it?
I imagine if he's a guide writer, he might have early access to the stuff. I don't know. Obviously, he wouldn't be saying stuff if he didn't have information on it, because the last thing Max Roll GG wants is like people getting blasted for lying. Because like the Siren stuff I was linking you, that dude had like months early access to Siren. He was building content based on the Siren, not like a talent calculator, but he was playing it as he was building that. He had max level character. So I imagine, and like WoW does the same thing. Their guide writers get alpha access to stuff. I imagine he has access, or has had access to whatever like tier set stuff. And I imagine they don't want that stuff leaking. I mean, who's to know? Who's to say?
I have only found the 2-set and 4-set bonuses for the Wayne set if worn by a Stormblade. That's the one piece of gear I can find, is that. That's so odd.
I imagine the stuff hasn't come out yet. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, from what I see, that is what it is. For level 40 gear, it's intellect, crit, mastery, verse, because I guess you don't get a lot of luck on 40
you get
gear.
Almost none.
For legendary affixes, I don't know what a legendary affix is. Haven't even dealt with that yet.
It's the purple text. Like where it says like 300 extra health or 30 extra armor or whatever.
Yeah, that seems to be what it is. If gear set is not available, then avoid building luck, prioritizing crit as the primary attribute line and a mastery as the second line. If one of those two attributes can't be on gear piece, then use versatility instead. The reforged lines should always be crit. And I guess crit stat weighted wise does more damage than haste as far as in the game, the actual weight of the stat. Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, like the amount that you need to get 1% increase versus the amount of haste you need to get 1% increase.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I
Yeah,
think
because I'm chilling
she.
at like 25 crit rate with 930 from gear,
Yeah,
which
but
is
like
giving
again,
me 17.26.
stats will
Haste is
interact with gear like classes differently. Like if you're on, are you saying you're on your mage right now, or are you saying you're on
yeah,
your?
I'm a frost mage right now. Yeah,
Okay, so
it says that my crit value of 930 is offering 17.26%. My haste value of 157 is offering 3.4%. So basically 1% per 50 for haste, whereas crit is like 1% per 60 something.
yeah, so you have like a 15. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Again,
I also don't know if it's a linear
the
increase or
guide.
not. Like maybe you get less percent the more flats that you have over, like, because I know in Genshin, like the more elemental mastery you have, the less damage bonus it offers per point. Like it's not like a flat amount the whole time.
Well, yeah, MMOs usually have a breakpoint. There's you if you get enough crit, it stops becoming that valuable. It's still valuable, but it's not that valuable as compared to like, okay, let's see, in WoW, you want 42% crit. After 42% crit, it doesn't mean as much. So then you go, I have 42% crit, I'm rolling stuff into haste now, or I'm rolling stuff into mastery or whatever, right? So again, whatever this gear is, this level 60 40 gear, whatever this level
Yeah.
60 gear is with the tier set, they still want a lot of crit, because not only is it going to be doing more damage for you, but it's also going to be proccing other stuff in your kit. Hey, look, don't know. That's just what the guide's saying. And well,
No, for
luck as
sure.
well. You want to roll luck. She wants a hell of a lot of luck. But also, like we looked at too, like some like haste interacts or mastery interacts with the class differently. Probably haste does the same in some classes. You never know.
Oh, assuredly. Yeah. Like Frost
Yeah.
Mage gains
So
extra resource bar for haste
yeah. So I'm imagining the extra resource
to the
bar
tune
isn't as
of
valuable as the extra
some
damage.
amount. Every 1% haste increases your ice energy's auto regeneration speed by 1%.
Why does he talk so much? What's up, Froglet? Welcome in, dude. It's a podcast.
Well, Froglet,
That's what we do.
we do be talking.
We be yapping. That's what
We do be kind of yappers.
that's the whole vibe you just walked into, bro.
It is entirely yapping, actually, unbroken for the
Yeah.
whole duration.
Yeah, that is
By design, it is all yap. Yeah.
yeah, very funny.
That's funny.
So yeah, I don't know, dude.
It's a spooky thing.
Yeah, I
But yeah.
imagine, you know, again, stat weights are only as good as the thing they're trying to weight out, which is like these 60 stat weights are weighted for this gear. So if she doesn't have that gear, she obviously wants to work towards that stat weight, but like there's steps, there's baby steps, right? Like in WoW, we have, you know, simulations to simulate all our gear. Level 40 obviously is very different than, you know, the 60 gear, because the 40 gear has mastery over verse, 60 has verse over mass. So, you know, there's a reason for that.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, your mastery, I imagine, is propping up the fact you have no luck stat, or like it's not dropping on that gear, right? Now with luck, then you need more verse for mass. Fucking puzzle piece.
Are we puzzle piecing?
Yeah.
We hitting them jigsaws, brother?
Yeah, but I am seeing the crit intellect gem for this spec. She wants the epic ones on all the gear, all pieces for this spec. The icicle.
Yep, that is word on the street. Yeah. The purple tier level 5, whatever the name of that is.
Yeah, so
the
I imagine
teardrop rubies.
Where I stand on this is probably you probably won't like it, but
Black sheep,
I
that's
think
crazy.
I think he's right. I think
That's
though
funny.
he's right. He's not right for the gear she has right now. She has level 40 gear, so she probably wants a mix of intellect and haste, and then, or yeah, intellect or crit and haste, and then when she gets full 60, she wants
Definitely
to
max
swap that
crit.
haste.
Definitely all crit.
Yeah, she
In the
wants
gear
to
for
swap
sure.
all crit gems.
Yeah. Definitely lots and lots of
She
crit.
wants
That's
to
for sure.
power up that crit for the build for 60. That's what it's
Oh,
looking
even
like.
now, yeah, the main stat on the gear should be crit for sure. 100%.
No, I'm talking about gems.
Yep.
For the 60 gear, if she's trying to min max, she should have all crit gems for whatever tier bonuses in the gear, whatever. I mean, the only
Yeah, I
puzzle is
wish
how
we could
Sudog's
find
brain
information
works.
on that. That's so frustrating.
The only puzzle is how your brain works, sheep.
Not
Also,
the
welcome in.
brain puzzles.
Y'all should check Sheep out. He's currently working on Dimensius on WoW right now on Mythic difficulty. He's a dope dude. Good raider. You guys should check him out if you like WoW content.
Oh, it's not the level 60 gear from the dungeons. It's Ray gear that has the set pieces.
Yeah, I thought we both knew that. Well,
Ray
okay.
gear.
Wow, probably. Yeah, raid gear only drops from like
No, Ray. R-A-Y.
Ray gear?
Ray gear.
Ray gear drops from raids. Are there raids in this game called rays?
I don't think so.
Say what you just said again. The tier
Ray
bonuses.
gear has set bonuses, not level 60 legendary gear from dungeons. It's like a different thing.
This doesn't say Ray gear.
According to Google.
What is Ray gear?
I have no idea.
Okay, cool. Well,
I couldn't tell you.
Good news is the gear on the Icicle spec sheet is not Ray gear. It's Rune Oracle Hood, Rune Oracle Robe, level 60 gear. So the level 60 legendaries, she should stack crit with crit gems. And then when she gets the fucking Ray gear, whatever that is, when God comes down and like bestows her Ray gear.
Yeah, whatever Ray gear is,
whatever
honestly.
Ray gear is, then yeah, she wants the Ruby Abyss 6. Ruby Abyss 6 is Froglet. We're talking about a new MMO that just came out called Blue Protocol Star Wezonenz. Residence, by put a W in there for fun.
The Wezonenz.
This podcast is about talking about stuff and things. Hey, appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the follow.
I'm looking for...
I called him Froglet. It's Froglet. That's funny.
That's true, Froglet.
Froglet. Joke's on you. Mine doesn't.
Ray gear.
Also, be careful with the Google like AI summary, because the AI summary told me that that haste did cooldown reduction. So be careful for that.
Well, that's true.
I don't think the AI thing knows anything about the game in general.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
So Ray gear is dropping from the raids that are coming out soon or something? Or
I am gonna scream. I think the raids in this might be called Rays. Like R-A-Y.
Yeah, makes sense. So it's raid gear, which tier usually drops from.
Raid.
Okay.
Maybe Ray's the name of the boss.
Dragon Ray. No, the instance is called the Dragon Ray, which is we're probably riding a dragon. But yeah, okay. So the raid has tier gear, which is just like WoW. So yeah, we're going into the raid with level 60 legendaries. And
from
she'll
the
be
dungeons, from Master Mode, yeah.
Yeah, and then she'll be going for whatever the fuck the tier gear. I'm just calling it tier. Fuck those guys. She's going for. We're all going for tier in that raid essentially, and I'm sure there's probably off pieces as well, and like weapons.
Well, it says there's a 4-set bonus and there's 11 slots, so surely there's got to be
the 4-set being helmet, robe, foot, leg guards. 4 set bonus. Tier
We
set.
don't have feet and leg guards.
We
only
literally
have
have
feet.
boots. And we have gauntlets. I said leg guards. They looked like
Yeah, I was
they look
gonna
like
say
the
it's
shin protectors. I was just going
Oh, I
off
see, I see, I
I
see.
was just going off the picture. The picture I'm looking at looks like shin guards from soccer. So
yeah. It's
so
it's
helmet,
arm little
chest,
gauntlets.
arm gauntlets, feet.
Yeah, she
four
said that. She
tier.
was like, "Wait, boots? What the fuck?" But yeah, the icon for pants is feet. That is true. True.
Ban me?
Interesting.
I'm
So
not
you
gonna
think
ban
like
you.
the accessory stuff won't have it, huh?
Well, surely not, because there's 6 accessory pieces. If there's 4 items and the 4 tier pieces are usually a body part armor or whatever.
Oh, how fascinating! I wonder if that implies that.
That's why it specifically said on, where was it? It said something on, where are the fucking stats? God, there's so much shit in this game. It makes it impossible to find anything in this guide.
There is a lot in this game. You're so right.
So stupid. Yeah, so crit gives the highest damage increase. You should have it on all 11 pieces. Additionally, all lines you get from reforging your gear should be crit. You only put luck on your gear set pieces, which is the tier set. So your 4 body pieces will have luck. She wants luck on those. And then everything else she's trying to reforge and crit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So so there's a 4 set. So on head, body, arm guard, boot, luck, everything else, weapon, bracelets. Also, if there's a left and right bracelet, why isn't there a left and right earring? You know what I mean? That's fucked. I'm just saying, you know?
Well, I'll do you one better. We can only wear 1 ring, but I got 10 fingies. Where's my
where's
ear
our
slots
10
at?
rings? Yeah, we can only
Hell
wear
yeah,
2
dude.
rings and wow, one on each hand. Fuck them, dude.
That's right. Why only 1 necklace? What, I
Yeah.
got a weak ass neck? Give me like 19 necklaces. Watch me stack damage, bro.
Yeah, if WoW does like a wacky just build up. Well, we're actually doing the wacky build up power fun thing.
Like
They should
I'm just
add,
saying.
like 10 ring slots. Fuck it, you know?
That's
Go
what
crazy.
I'm saying. And you know what? I'll tell you what else. I can wear 2 shirts. Give me double body pieces. Fuck it.
Voice
Layers,
is so
baby.
good. Shut up. You know, Frogleet, you're in a weird position in my mind right now because on one hand, you might be a
Frogleet's on
troll.
mushrooms, so
Yeah, you might be a troll, but you're also kind of borderline respectful. So I don't know. Like I'm
I
not
think they're
sure.
doing their best. They're just on mushrooms.
Yeah, something's going on.
I'm very primal is an insane thing to say. That's tight. Whether they're trolling or not, they get to stay. I'm actually giving them the pass. That's tight.
Sure.
Well, they're king in like 20 minutes. GBI, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Sometimes you just gotta be solo and shit. Light tank shield, the shield knight, we can do that. We do be like that. We just be solo when bosses out here. Look what they need to match a fragment of our power, Chibi. Look what they need to match a fraction of our ability.
Yeah, but you can't kill
Disgusting.
anything. You have to wait till tomorrow.
Cool. I was going to sleep anyway. Once a week.
Yeah.
I sometimes just gotta sleep, bro. I don't do it all the time, but when I do, I wake up to boss drops. Easy. Oh my god, they're getting trolls out of here. True.
Hey, do what you gotta do, bro. It's a safe space until it isn't.
Yeah, personally, I'm about that ice beam just because like fucking it looks like it's like a Dragon Ball Z ass attack. I don't know if you've like seen it fire and like noted, but it has like the
No.
spirally thing around it, like Piccolo's special beam cannon. That shit's tight. I kind of wish you could change the color of your like particle effects though. Like if there was cosmetics that were like color shifters, so I could have like red fire on my hands instead of gold fire or something.
You want to pay $10 for that?
Hell yeah,
Don't
dude.
give them any. Don't give them any.
I'll pay $10 per character for that right now. They can have my $80.
Yuck. Fucking yucky.
With Chibi, you can just swap them. But there's like a potion to swap which class they're for. The books they're like for leveling up your talents and stuff. How much garlic is too much? That's a great question. There's no such thing as too much garlic. That's factually just true.
As a non-vampire Italian, yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. God, could you imagine how shitty that would be to be an Italian vampire?
Everything's just bland, tasteless.
Fuck, man.
You have a gluten allergy. You're a vampire. You have a gluten allergy. Fuck.
How do you season people as a vampire?
Well, that's the thing. You get them to eat whatever. Actually, no, we're not going down that route. Actually,
well, no,
nope.
Hear me out. Like, do they enjoy the taste of blood, or do they have to drink blood?
Well, I was gonna say just drink a bunch of pineapple juice. You know what I mean? But that's a different. Because
like in my mind,
you know what I mean?
Like, would the goal be to have like the victim blood be like more bloody, like more like penny tasting? You think vampires just lick pennies just as like a
normal people,
like chewing gum or whatever?
Well, it would suck for them because the penny's been discontinued or whatever, but the penny shortage is real. It's crazy.
They got those like sonic vibrating cleaners with the solution. They just drop a bunch of pennies in there, like, oh, my lunch for tomorrow.
Well, so would eating garlic then make you basically poison for vampires? Would you be like, you don't want to eat me? Don't want to eat me, bro.
Does garlic get in your blood? It gets in your sweat. Maybe. It'd make your skin toxic to vampires, I guess. I don't know if it'd make your blood toxic. Oh, do you think that vampires have a preference on people being, like, sweaty or not? Like, you would, like, avoid the gym and you go for, like, office buildings where people have, like, air conditioning?
This is why vampires hunt anemic bitches. Less iron in the blood.
Oh my god, anemic Yo! I never even... Yo! Interesting.
Less metal.
Yo, do you think, like, sickle cell is fine dining?
I don't think you can say that.
Why? What do you mean? What? What's wrong with that question?
Man, sickle cell is insane. Is there a YouTube for this? No, there isn't a YouTube for this. However, we are on everywhere you can find a podcast.
I just think that question is valuable and worth investigating.
Yeah, no, I don't think I like that very much. I don't like that very much, no.
Well, but like think about it though. Less but it'd be less hemoglobin, not more.
Yeah. Well, because if it's sickle cell, you're getting only half the blood cell. So it's just half. It's just, you know what sickle cell is? It's just low fat blood.
Oh, it's not fine dining. It's like blood light.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so right.
For vampires on a diet.
Oh, true. It's like it's like blood zero.
Yeah, 0 calorie blood. Yeah. Yep. Very tough.
Wow, that means that like vampires can swim, right? There's like no reason they couldn't. There's no like lore about that. They can just do whatever they want.
Well, no. Traditional vampire lore, if you could imagine, states vampires cannot cross running water.
Oh, interesting. But what about like a standing water, like a pond?
They can swim in lakes. So if you live by a lake, you're screwed. Okay, so a lake is stagnant, not running water. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess there's
right. So like, hear me out. Like, if you're a vampire, let's say you're like one of those like luxuriously wealthy vampires from fiction, right? Like you're like a count or something.
I think they're all. I've never seen a poor vampire. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So like, let's say you're like one of those guys. Do you have like a diving well installed so you can like carbonate your victim? Like you like sink them and then you pull them up real fast and they get the bends and they get like little air bubbles in their blood and you're like, ooh, like fizzy.
No, they would just use a soda stream. I think that's easier.
Oh. Oh, but that's like the extra you have to like drain the person first. You can't just like get it from
I
the tap.
Well, no, here's what you do. You know how like there's a soda fountain. You know how you get the box of like
Yeah, the
the
syrup
box
box
of
or whatever.
syrup. You put
Yeah.
the person in the closet, you hook them up to an IV. They're stuck there, whatever. They're not
Oh,
going anywhere. You know what I mean? Just a person fountain, a blood fountain, blood soda.
I guess I have to ask this question from a culinary perspective. Would you like cook out some of the water content, or would that damage the blood to like make it more
Well, I imagine
syrupy?
they'd put ice in it, so
Well,
watered
but like a soda
down.
stream is supposed to have like syrup, right? Like, I wonder if the texture the consistency matters. Like, it has to be thicker.
You can carbonate anything, right? I mean, you just
Can
put
you?
the
Oh,
blood
can
in
you
there.
like carbonate like orange juice or whatever? Like, can it, like be a
Yeah,
thin?
you can just put orange. I mean, all it is pumping bubbles in it, CO2 or whatever, right?
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we have
Blood's
like
not that
sickle
thick. I
cell
mean,
blood 0.
I guess if you're trying to suck on a diabetic, then it's like syrup. It's like, oh, that's
Oh.
fucking diabetic blood. Ugh.
Oh, so to be diabetic anemics, that's like that's the
A
vibe.
diabetic anemic would probably be like candy for them. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'd like a little sweet treat after my dinner type vibe.
So if you're like in immaculate shape, you work out all the time, and you have no health
You can go
problems.
for a diabetic or two. You know what I mean? Like you can be like, I'll have a diabetic tonight. You know, enjoy.
That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I wonder. Do you think it's the same way for like, what fantasy creature just like eats people? Like not like drains them, but like eats them.
Werewolf?
Werewolves, I guess. Yeah. Do you think like fat lazy people are like Kobe beef for those guys?
I think the opposite because don't the Kobe beef? They're not like bread. They don't eat corn. They eat like grasses. Like American beef would be like the fat American like dude because it's
Well,
like
because like
all just fed corn, fucking all fat, no meat type vibe.
well, no, that's what Kobe beef is. It's like unbelievably high fat, low meat. Like they massage them and give them beer and like raise them on silk pillows.
Thought they like
You want like
they eat
all
corn.
fat, like mad fat. Like if you look at a Kobe beef, like a cut of Kobe beef, the marbling is unfucking real. Hey, I'll send like a picture. Yeah, look at this $450 Kobe beef steak piece.
Yeah,
Look
but
how
like,
much
what are
fat that is and how
the?
no meat at all.
Well, yeah, but what do the garbage American beef eat? You know what I mean? Like, what do the American cows eat?
Garbage cows? Like what? What do you mean? Like the
Well,
low?
obviously, the Kobe beef cows are a special diet to get their meat like this.
Yeah, it's like beer and something else, and they like massage them regularly, and they're not allowed to walk. It's like outrageous.
So I'm wondering then what makes this beef great, which is the kind of cattle, obviously, but also what they're eating. What garbage are we giving our cows to make them subpar, poor human meat? You know what I mean?
Oh, I think it's just that like they have like less fat and marbling because they like walk and stand and like go around and like they're like they have like normal cow tissue, and that's kind of the problem. Because when you think about like the cheapest, shittiest steak, it's like tough because there's no fat. It's like all meat.
Some
Like
rumors
like
suggest beer is fed to Kobe beef cows. This is likely not the case. Man, you're spreading
likely not. What did
misinformation.
AI tell you that?
No, the fucking Kobe beef FAQ page.
Kobe beef FAQ left it up to a likely. Hey now, what do
They
you mean
said
likely?
there are rumors,
Okay.
not for authentic Kobe beef cattle. They are not fed. They feed them seaweed. I guess seaweed's healthy. That's tight. I wish all beef could look like that. That's a very eye appealing beef. You know what I mean? Ours is all bloody and nasty looking. And red. I like the marbling on that. They look like your countertops. In your rich kitchen.
All I'm seeing is, it is true that cattle are occasionally fed beer in Japan. True is in all capitals. Source, article by D.K. Lunt, Wagyu Research Reports at Texas A&M University, Department of Animal Science, Agricultural Research Center at McGregor.
Okay. Are we gonna trust anyone from Texas? Let's be honest.
I agree. Does anyone listen to this fucking guy over here? This
Texas,
fucking guy.
The guy lives in Texas and he's doing research in Texas about Japan, there where he's not actually at. That's crazy.
About Japan. Damn. Homie said, "Yo, Texas can't be trusted on God."
So what? They're just fed. They're fed beer directly from the bottle, like a baby has a little nipple on it. They just feed him beer.
It's like a bucket, if you can imagine.
Probably not the beer. I believe everything else, but I feel like that's a rumor. Fake news.
Yeah. Apparently. This is in a big old bucket.
Just like you can't cow tipping, not real. It's just a story.
This is that's the thumbnail of that video. Wagyu drinking beer from Princess Jonah Farms, where they raise the cows.
Okay.
Although that's Wagyu, not Kobe. And I don't know how different that is. I don't know what the nuance is between Wagyu and Kobe.
Yeah, first of all, let's not change the beef now. They're different animals, okay?
Different animals.
Different species.
One's a cow, the other is a not cow. True.
One is a Kobe beef. One is a less superior Wagyu beef, you know? Or I don't know which one's better, Kobe or Wagyu.
Oh.
What's the echelon of beef? Chibi, appreciate the check-in, brother.
Oh, it would appear that Kobe beef has a lot more fat. Like a lot more. If so this image is to be an indication.
Yeah, but like, okay, the difference, but like, what's better?
Kobe beef. More marbling is always better in the steak
in the
sphere.
Beef sector, you know? I'm not a beef guy, so I'm not a beef seller or whatever.
Yeah, the cheap, shitty American steaks, look at them on the left. That's, oh my God. That's so tough.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look like shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like someone just like took a strip
from McDonald's look the same. Fuck it. Who cares?
True. You're so right about that, King.
Can I make a McDouble out of it? Well, then I don't give a fuck.
Brother, I honest to God thought this was AI doing a leopard print thing, but that's just what the Wagyu beef looks like. Tell me that doesn't look like a leopard print top. That's
zoomed
crazy.
in. If you zoom in and color shift it, maybe, yeah. But it's all the webbies of the muscle.
He's a little muscle.
Well, how fun. Yeah, vampires type.
Yeah. And I guess werewolves would prefer to eat people who are lazier.
No, I mean, let's be real. Anyone who plays a werewolf, you're a loser.
Damn.
Werewolf,
I can't believe that you just came out swinging with that. Whoa.
Losers.
He's a Team Edward. That's crazy.
Well, I'm just saying vampires are tighter than werewolves.
What? In general? Surely not.
Yeah.
Werewolves aren't as tight as vampires in general.
No, werewolves are goofy and dumb.
Bro, I want to suck your blood. Okay, calm down.
It can be American vampires, okay? They might have immigrated here from, Romania or whatever.
Yeah, wolves are man's best friend.
No,
that's crazy.
Dogs are men's best friend. Wolves are just mutts. Mutts, I say mutts.
My God.
Mutts.
Not
They're
the
mutts.
mutts. Holy. He
Just
dropped
like
a
on the
dog
pizza,
slur.
the
You can't say the M
mutts.
word, bro. That's crazy.
Damn,
Not the mutt
the
hate.
slur list keeps getting longer and longer.
My man said pure blood only. Preserve the bloodline for dogs. That's
Job,
crazy.
psycho, BPD, all slurs. Jesus Christ. We're just increasing the list at this point. Midget.
Well, that's true. That's true. All slurs that we technically are saying.
You know what else is a slur?
Yo.
You know what else is a slur?
What else is a slur?
What could be a slur?
Like,
how do you end a podcast? Ending a podcast, that's kind of a slur.
I'm glad you interrupted me because I was about to throw one out there. I'm really glad
only
you
in
saved me from
DMs.
that.
Only in DMs.
Yeah, true. Because I found a comprehensive list of contemporary slurs, and they are creative.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The amount of new slurs I've learned from Sopranos, insane. Insane. Insanity. You know, I'd like to end this podcast with a scene from Sopranos, season 3.
Oh,
episode
okay,
2.
love that.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. Diabolical.
Oh, well, I was on board. You can do whatever you want. If you had that in your heart, you're Italian. You're allowed.
Well, you know my Italian blood once.
Garlic?
Gabagoo!
Gabagoo!